Proud to be sponsored by Game of Silks. Go to silks.io to get in the game. Real ownership, real races, real rewards.
Sure bag coffee.
Well, hello, everybody. Not only is it Thursday night at Evangeline, we are just 2 days away from the Kentucky Derby, 1 day away from the Kentucky Oaks. The excitement is building in Louisville, Kentucky. And what better person to have with me on Louisville's finest weekend than Louisville's man himself, Riders Up Tim. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing wonderful. Happy Thurby, my friend.
Yes, happy Thurby. Absolutely. Great day of racing in Churchill again today.
It is. And today was a scorcher. It was probably close to 90 degrees out there and really hot. And I heard a lot of comments from people on the track that it was a little heated out there. So crazy weather. We're here in the Ohio Valley. It's like 90 degrees today. We've got a solid chance for some scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. I don't think it'll be anything like a all-day downpour, but we're going to get some rain. And then Saturday, the chance is like it's like 30% max, like for 1 hour period. It's like 15 and 20% the rest of the day. I don't think we'll get much of anything. And if we do, it's all going to be confined to the morning. I look for the track for the Derby to be fine. It's going to warm up. It's going to dry out. Plus, it's already really dry as it's been really hot and nice this week. So let's go. Kentucky Derby time.
Oh, exactly. And everybody out there today, great to see you guys. Exactly. We got a fun field. We're about 11 minutes from the first at Evangeline Downs, and the great sounds of our friend Rob Toole, who will be doing the great announcing as always. So we're excited to say, let us know who you guys like in the comments. Chat. Love to see it.
And it's never surprising when we're on the lounge and we're at Evangeline Down to see Rob himself drop in the chat just to say hello or drop a little shout out on the air. So watch that.
Absolutely. So, yep. So we are just about, 10 minutes, 12 minutes away from post.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I should just click down to 11. So looks like the track is sloppy, Sean. So they're showing the track is sloppy there.
The track is sloppy.
Sloppy.
And that will definitely change the thinking, because I know if the first race was on the turf, so I would think that
we're off turf.
Off the turf. Okay. Got it.
So it looks like we're 1 through 9, scratch of the 10 through the 13, but no scratches of the 1 through the 9 despite being off the turf.
Wow. And Tim, you'll be interested to know that our friend Bango was going for history, but he was just denied by Obesos.
Oh man. So that's that's 2 times in a row after winning all those races. That's 2 times in a row. He's going for the record, by himself. So he has tied the record at Churchill Downs for most wins on the track. And he's going for getting it himself. And he's missed it 2 times in a row now. So sorry to see that.
Yeah, exactly. So great to have everybody in the thing. Are you seeing comments, Tim?
I am not. Drop a comment in if you're in the chat, just so we can see if it's working. I'm not seeing any.
Me either.
Anything come in.
Go on, just see if we can see what happens here. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I can see our comment. So, all right. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's Lucky. Hello, sir. Ma'am, how are you?
Everybody's just getting warmed up. They're Sean, you know what it is? They're mad at us. Everybody's a little mad at us because we weren't in the lounge last week.
That's right.
And just so everybody knows that we're a little mad ourselves. It's like we don't like taking a week off in the lounge, but sometimes life happens, and you know, we all have our own jobs and lives and things, and sometimes it just goes crazy that where every one of us seems to have something going on and can't get in here. So we apologize for that, but we're glad to be back now. And what better time than to be back on Derby weekend? So we'll definitely have to take some time tonight and talk about the races over the next couple of days.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. We got Bobby D in the house. Bobby D's in the house.
What's up, Bobby D? Yeah, I saw Bobby D post a comment last week. It's like, hey, I'm here. Where you guys at? Sorry, Bobby. We missed out.
Yeah, but exactly. But glad to have everybody join us tonight. And it doesn't seem to be any scratches early, which is interesting.
No, it really doesn't. So just clicking through a little bit. So the 1 and the 6 are out in the race 2. Sean.
Okay, 1 and 6 are out in race 2. Okay, gotcha.
And then race 3, the 1's out.
Okay, gotcha.
Race 4, we got Sean. Race 4, we got a 4-horse race out of 12 entries.
Oh boy. Okay.
So everybody scratched. We're gonna bet the superfecta.
Okay, here we go.
Race 5, we got a full field of 8.
Yeah, love it.
Race 6, we have the 2 scratched and 9 running.
Wow.
So race 7, again, we've got a 7-horse race out of 11. So we got a few scratches. The 5, 7, 8, and 10. 5, 7, 8, and 10 are out in race 7. And in the nightcap, we had it was originally 8 horses. We're down to 7 with the scratch of the 3, which was one of your early favorites. So maybe we can get some prices tonight. What do you say?
Absolutely. Yeah. Bobby, we'll definitely have to consider that, my friend. Yep, it says canceled if we can do that. Yeah, for sure. Yep. If it does cancel.
Yeah, and Bobby, we normally do more than we did last week. I think a couple of people thought somebody else was doing it, and we apologize it didn't get up. So,
but we're all back. Yeah. So we have less than 10 minutes to post now. They're getting started on the track. Love it. Thank you for everybody for joining us tonight, as always, on this pre-Oaks and Derby party. And the 9's getting some early play here, Tim.
Yes.
Even on the slop.
Yeah, I mean the 9 is 1 for 2 on a wet track with 1 second place finish in 2 races. So he went 1 mile and a 70 in the slop and got a second by a neck. He did 6 furlongs in the slop in his debut. So in that race, pretty even at the fairgrounds in that race, and finished 7th of 9. Didn't really progress in the race at all, but that was his first time out. So we'll give him a pass for that one. But last 3 times out, went 1 mile and 70, and then had 2 races at 1 mile on the turf. So getting back to the slop, I mean, this horse seems to like the slop. So we'll see.
Yeah.
See if we've got anybody in here to give some speed, because it looks like this horse in that particular race and a couple of others looks like the horse likes to come from behind a little bit. So
yeah, we got the number 1 partner in the Little Red Feather, Mike Whitten, joining us. Another pride of Louisville, joining us here on the Big Derby weekend. Mike, are you heading over to Churchill for the weekend? Let us know. Bobby's got 5-9 with 5-4-2-1.
And, you know, Bobby, it's funny because right before we came on air, Sean and I were talking about a couple of horses, and I mentioned the 5 as a horse that I like a little bit in here. Yeah,
and Tim's got the first bet as always tonight here. And my picks were Bobby and I are almost in step here. I had 9, then 5 white ice, especially with the slop now on the slop. I think this keen ice animal could definitely move up on the slop. Then I had the 2 Regatta Bay, who I think this horse could be a real player in this race, and then the 1. So I was 9-5-2-1, Tim. if that helps at all.
It definitely does, and I think we're pretty much in step in here. One thing, especially with them going to the wet track here. I'm looking at this 8 a little bit. I mean, he's got some, decent figures to where he hasn't been on a wet track yet, but he's getting blinkers on. Basically had a really good breeze from the gate back on the 5th of April. That was before his last race, but I think this is a horse that's still stepping down in class. That last one out was against 15 claimers at this distance, although on the turf. So
yeah,
we'll see how that horse does and how they all look when they come out. But another one I think we'll give a look at is the one horse. I think the one horse with the connections is another that down at Evangeline. I like my friend Tommy Pompel.
Oh yes, you do. Yeah.
So
and last time he did great.
So he's somebody I'm always keeping my eye on down in Louisiana, down in the bayou. So they are on the track. Does look like there's some puddling, so I see why they're calling it sloppy.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, there's some definite puddling going on off the turf. Yet everybody stayed in, which I find
that is really unusual.
Yeah, and this group was not the most stellar on the turf, so maybe they will like this group. They'll like the surface better for sure.
Yes.
And let us know who you guys like out there. It's wet there, but it's looking good. 2 minutes wager now.
I know the slop a lot of times and coming off the turf will have an impact on the odds, but I'm really surprised that hang on. The 5 is currently 5-1 off of a 15-1 morning line. So I thought we'd get a little better of a price on that one.
Yeah, well, you look at his race the last time in the good, he was closing with late interest,
Right.
And I think he can only move up off of that last effort versus this group,
I totally agree. That's why I was telling you before we came on that I kind of like this one a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And looks like Barrera is hitting at about almost 20% here, so not too bad.
And his doubles are definitely competitive with everybody, so.
All right. Anybody else in the chat? I mean, we got Bobby D's picks. Anybody else got any thoughts in the first race?
So it looks like it could be sloppy for tomorrow's Oaks. Is that what they're saying?
It is possible. I mean, we'll see how the rain progresses throughout the day. Like I say, there are going to be scattered thunderstorms, so they'll be out throughout the day. I will tell you this. If you haven't been out to Churchill a lot when it rains, I mean, they do get rain, but that track drains extremely well.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. We'll hope that exactly.
Now, if it gets a lot of rain in a short period of time, obviously that's definitely going to have an impact. But
yeah, absolutely.
But it depends. I was saying the other day as we were doing the roundtable that here in the Ohio Valley, I get it. I see the forecast. I know it, and I know we're probably most likely, especially the way it looks right now, we're going to get it. But it wouldn't be the first time that we have a threat, a 50% threat of thunderstorms, and we get the other 50% that we don't get any. So.
So they're starting to head towards the gate now.
All right. So, Sean, I think I hear something here. So thanks to our friends at SureBet Coffee for sponsoring our picks this week. If you check out the top there, we've got another promotion going on with SureBet Coffee through the Belmont, I believe it is. Promo code TTP20 will get you 20% off of some SureBet Coffee. They do have an espresso grind that I particularly like and I recommend, and I would say give them a shot. And here's the thing, it's like the great thing about them and their product for anybody who likes this game, as we all do, is that they give a portion of every sale to Thoroughbred Aftercare.
Yep, that's awesome.
And important to a lot of us here in the game. So give those people a shot if you're a coffee drinker.
Yes, no doubt about it.
But Sean, I think we're going to start out real easy here, like we normally do. Just kind of wade into the shallow end a little bit here, and we're going to go. We're going to go with a $5 exacta 9.5 to start out nice and easy.
Love it, nice and easy. Love it, love it, love it. That is the official bet, folks. $5 exacta 9.5. Don't want to box it?
No. I'm just gonna $5. I'm gonna run it one way. I really like the 9 a lot in here. And
yeah. No, that's what I love. Tim, for anyone who doesn't know Tim is a man of his conviction, which is great, and he just stays with it, which is awesome. And he does quite well when doing it. You know, so Zach, if you really like something, don't question yourself. Go with it. You know, that's a great thing to do.
And you know, here's my philosophy on that. And you know this, Sean, but I'm just sharing it with others if we got anybody tuning in that hasn't heard this before. But I would much rather play a $5 exacta one way than play a $2 exacta box. And you know, you're almost spending the same amount of money sometimes. And I would rather just go with my conviction. And I'm not afraid to do that. And if you look at the Tour de Force right now, and we have about 80 people in that Tour de Force, I'm currently sitting in third place. So
you are,
out of all the weeks we had, I think it's been 3 or 4 weeks that I've come out either at least tied, or I know I was alone in first place 2 weeks, and I've had some pretty good success. So I stick to my convictions. I make the stronger bets, and that way when I do hit, that's why I'm sitting up top of the standings. And
amen.
My second year of playing the game, and second year it looks like I'm gonna potentially finish in the money, although that's yet to be determined as we go through the Triple Crown races. But let's see, we're loading up. I hear Rob.
Yeah. Rob is in the house. Got some grays running in the mud here.
That's our 5.
He'll be easy to see in the green silks.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to call it, or you got it, my friend?
I'll take the first one.
Okay. But yeah, what did Rob have in this race? Do we know?
I did not see his pick.
No, exactly. We'll announce that in race 2. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Looks like we're all in. First race at Evangeline Downs on a Thursday.
Good luck, Bobby and Mike and everybody.
They are out. That 4 from the middle, one of the 2 grays, is going to head out for the lead. The outside 3 horses, 7, 8, and 9, are going to all vie for the lead. The 8 kind of carried our 9 out a little bit there early on, but they're still all recovering and going on pretty easily up front. You've still got the 4 Styling Hook by about a half a length over the 8 horse. That is Catch Me Tea. The 9 horse is another length back. That's Contraband early on the outside. It's another length back to the 1 on the rail. The 7 sits just outside that one by a length. Just behind that one, you have the 2 on the rail, and just passing him on the outside is, I believe that is the 2 horse, the 6 horse. And then the 5 trails them all right now, but it's starting to, just as I say, trails them all, moves into next to last and going to pass 2 horses at once. And back up front, they hit the quarter at 24 and 5, the half and 48.86, and Styling Hook has given up the lead. And there goes our 9, Contraband early, going to take over the lead, looking very comfortable. That 6 is coming with a rush on the outside, going into second place right now. The 1
5 is moving.
Forward run. The 5 is also starting to get into gear here. So I like where we sit right now. We just need to get that 6 out of between. And Sean, you had to jinx me and say box them, because our 5 is looking really good right now. But so you got the 5 coming up on the lead. The 9 is still trying to fight back on the rail, but that 5 just blows by them all. The 2 is starting to get some run on the outside as well, and he might come and get the 5, Sean. The 5 right now is out by about 2 lengths. That's a length and a half. It's down to almost a length. It's going to be 5-2. It's going to be 5-2, 9, and 6.
There we go.
So 5-2. That should pay nice. The 5 to 1 over 9 to 1, and you have the 5-2 favorite 9 horse out, and the 1 who was a 5-2 second favorite, out.
Yeah, I'm
Both of those
surprised
horses
that
out of the money.
Well, I guess the people knew what they were doing with the 5 there, huh?
Absolutely.
He came shooting up there. Rob had 9-2-6. Oh, yeah, he was very close except for the 5, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there we go.
That 5, we were totally right about that one. We just
Yeah, no, he looked live there versus that group. He didn't have to move up much, and he definitely
much
the 2 were in a good race.
Two did run a good race, a really good race. So finish, just a length back, but it.
Yeah.
So that if you had that one, you had a good one because that one's going to pay a little bit. I look for that one to be. Let me take a look and see what it was looking like on the odds board. So the 5-2 exacta was paying $112.80 for $2.
Wow.
So if you had that one, congratulations.
Yeah. And the 9 was looking good for a while. I think that's the.
Yes.
So we're looking. So far, obviously, closers have had the. Did Bobby have it?
I think so because to me, I'm sure
5-4-2-1,
that's 2 and 1. So so
Yeah.
it looks like Bobby should have had that one. So that'll be very
Bobby,
nice.
did you have the exacta? Hopefully you did. Great exacta if you did. Way to start the night. Rob was close except for the 5. There we go. So there we go. Yeah. And you know what I like too, Tim, is that you took a chance. It was a small. We just waded into the pool. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Nice.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, guys. You got a whole night of racing ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? Just take a little stab. If your convictions, that's what's great about it.
And the thing about that is another thing that I'm always looking at. It was we moved off the grass onto the dirt, and sloppy track, and it's like, let's see, we don't know how it's playing. These horses really, it's not their preferred surface, so it's like let's just take a look and see what's going on, and let's get them in the next one.
Yep, absolutely.
Bobby D building his Derby bankroll. Cha-ching, build it up.
Yep. There you go, Bob. That's great. Derby money coming up. That's a nice hit, my friend. Yeah. And then, yeah.
Let's see. That was 120. About 10 more of those, and you'll have Derby money.
Yeah, Bobby, you'll be ready. He's ready for the Oaks. Now he just needs the Derby money. Exactly. So that's only one race, folks, and we're off and running. Exactly. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We got 97 in the chat so far.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. And what did you say? We do have some scratches in race 2, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So once again, in race 2, we can scratch the 1 and the 6.
1 and the 6. Okay.
The 1 and the 6 are out.
Yeah, making a nice 5-horse race.
Got a couple of short fields tonight.
Yeah, you got a couple of short fields. That's okay. That's what slop does to us.
We can still make money in short fields.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely. And let us know who you guys like in race 2. It's Evangeline 5.5 furlongs, claiming 5,000 onwards or 2 per 13, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races.
And that 529 trifecta, Sean, and we had those 3 horses on top.
We did, I know.
That 50 cents paid $118.
Wow.
That was our 3 horses.
I know. Isn't that amazing? Oh. We're all geniuses after the race, right?
Exactly.
There we go. So, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so the 1 and the 6 are out, right, in race 2?
The 1 and the 6, correct.
Okay, 1 and the 6 are out. Chaotic Jack, the Del Cid cousin is out, and Fusilary is out. Okay. And this is an interesting group here on the. I thought Charlie's Parade would stay in if it was muddy. I liked him in the mud, but obviously,
So this is a $5,000 non-winner at 2 lifetime for accredited Louisiana bred 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. There we go. There we go. And if we see, let's take a look here, take a gander at what we're doing here.
And we're on the dirt at 5.5 furlongs here.
Yeah.
In the slop.
Yeah. And this is looking very chalky right now.
Yes, it is. Although we'll talk here in a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still reviewing a couple of things here, but
absolutely. And let us know, guys. We're going to be talking throughout the night. Obviously, if you have a strong opinion on any race this weekend, especially either the Oaks or the Derby, please let us know. Or if you have any questions on what Tim and I think on all the on any of the Derby horses or Oaks horses, let us know. We will definitely let you know for sure. Happy to help.
And if you're following along tonight and you happen to catch the round table or any portion of that, drop a comment in and let us know what you thought. We really enjoyed doing that. That was a lot
of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun to do. Yeah, exactly. Bobby's got some Derby money. Tour de Force. Look at this. Okay. Oh, look at this. Mike's already given his Tour de Force call. Look at this. $5 try box 17 with the 248. Look at that. So, Mike, for those wondering what that is.
So I can tell you right now, that is fierceness.
Yeah.
And over
Sierra Leone.
And the 4 horses is going to be Catching Freedom, and the 8
Just a Touch.
Yeah, that's the interesting one to me, because I am completely fading that horse.
Yeah. Matt Dinnerman is too. Have you saw Matt Dinnerman's picks? He fades him too.
I don't like the horse, and I'll tell you why, Sean. And we were there that day on at Keeneland on Bluegrass Day. They were flying in the first 3/4 of that race, and then it just fell apart. Now, Sierra Leone ran a monster race, and I'm not going to take anything away from that horse. He's not going to have that short of a field to be able to go around everybody in the Derby to be able to repeat that. But again, it wouldn't be surprising. But I just don't like, and especially for a horse that only has 3 lifetime races, that was a little bit of a move forward, but I think the speed figures are influenced a little bit by how fast they went early in the finish of Sierra Leone, and the finish of that race was not fast at all. No. So if that horse Just a Touch had any ability, I mean, it went a little too fast early on, I get, but should have been able to close out a little bit better. So
yeah, and plus when I watched the replay, I think you would agree. He was in the perfect position. Like he was if he had real horse, he could have taken that thing over. You know what I'm saying? And he was in the perfect position to finish second. He's not going to have that perfect position like he did in the Bluegrass, So, yes. And Bobby D likes the Exacta box 17 with 8, with 2, with 18 and 19. There's my boy Resilience coming into his Exacta box.
Exactly.
And I think there's an improving horse, If you like Sierra Leone and you like the other guys and you like Chasing Freedom, Resilience was right there with him too, and any horse that Billy Motton Jr., I mean, all you have to do is look at the last 18 to 21 months, and any horse that Junior and Billy get together with, you have to at least consider. I'm not saying he's going to win, but at least you got to consider him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Resilience is definitely a horse that I think can be. I mean, he only in the Risen Star he was only beaten by Sierra Leone by about 3.5 lengths or so, and it's just a horse that I really think could have been moving forward, but I. I think it's more of an underneath play myself, but obviously it looks like that's what he's doing here. But it's definitely a horse. I mean, Mott's going to have his horse ready, and it's a horse that I think could definitely be moving forward here.
Yeah. Colin Sheehan says, Derby week, let's go.
That is it.
That
Colin
is
in
it,
the
my
house.
man. Yep. Yeah. No, I think, Bobby, you have a solid chance there, but that's a great exacta box. I
Yeah.
think you have a legitimate chance. What do you think, Tim?
I mean, I've got a couple of horses that I think I would not leave out of any kind of depending. I mean, that's Bobby's talking exacta there, so it's potential, but I'm high on Honor Marie. That's a
Yeah.
horse that I really
Yeah.
think could move forward. I really like that horse a lot, and the horse you have to wonder about in here is Forever Young, and everybody has to
Sure.
consider whether or not this is a legitimate horse from the Japanese, or it's going to be what we see every year. But you have to definitely talk about the horse and give him a chance. But I think there are definitely the horses that he mentioned there are all horses with potential. It's just you have to decide where you're going to go. Obviously, in the 20 horse field, that's it. I think what I think is great about the Derby is obviously we all know it's a pari-mutuel game, so we're betting against each other, right? And the thing about it is we'll have horses that we all like, and then we'll have a few horses that are different, and it's the one that's going to catch the one different horse than everybody else that's going to be able to cash in. But the other thing that's great about the Derby is, especially like this year, to where you've got two horses in Sierra Leone and Fierceness that are just going to take the bulk of the money. You've got some really good horses that are going to be high double digits, potentially even 20-1 or higher. So you have the potential for, as always in the Derby. It's not unusual for the superfecta in the Kentucky Derby to pay 5 digits.
Yeah, I think really, and Colin likes the 7, 8, 11, 14, 17, which is, let's see, so the 7 is locked. Oh no, that's Honor Marie. Sorry. The 8 is just a touch. The 11 is Forever Young. The 14 is Endlessly. Love it. And the 17th is Fierceness. And right. The 19 Resilience. Yep. The great thing, and Tim, I think you agree with this, right? This could be the one year where even if the quote top 2 favorites, like whoever they are, right, come in 1, 2, the exacta could still be $40-$50 easily. Like this is not going to be your 1760 cheap exacta. There's gonna be so many combinations played,
right?
Oh
yeah, I mean, Fierceness is a 5-2 morning line favorite, and I think the horse could go off at 3-1, and I don't think you'll get much higher than that, but I definitely think it's going to be right in that neighborhood. But I don't think it's going to be any shorter than that. And Sierra Leone is a 3-1 second favorite, and could be a little higher than that. And what I'm looking to happen, and I was kind of surprised that I really thought that going into this, that the third favorite was going to be Forever Young.
Yeah.
I just thought Forever Young was going to be a horse that a lot of people were going to be looking at being 5-5 coming in, the way the horse has looked in the last couple of races, particularly in Dubai. The Saudi race was a one-turn mile, and just got up to beat a very good sprinter that we know here from the U.S. So, but I just thought that was a horse that was going to take more money and take money away from the top 2. So if those two get to be that much of a favorite, I think that the big money, though, Sean, would be to skip that exacta completely and play those two, box those two in first and second over a host of horses in third, and you get one of those 20-31 shots in third, and The trifecta is where I think you could really start to get some really good payouts.
Yeah, right.
And I agree with you that, that the exacta could pay okay, but that means the tri is going to obviously pay really well, especially you take out that they're going to be the top two. You take out the next few, 3 or 4 horses. If you can get that horse like a Resilience or somebody, a Domestic Product or somebody like that to come in third,
sure,
a Just Steel. A Just Steel, who is a horse that, is always it just always seems to be cashing checks and being right there. You get somebody like that over all those horses, and the trifecta could really pay well.
Right. Yeah.
Without going too deep.
Yeah. Mike is asking if Fierceness is not in the top 3 into the first turn, he will not win, ? I think, Mike, the more key of this thing is he has to get out. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has to have the lead.
I don't either.
He just needs to get out,
I don't either. And I would say absolutely not that is not the case. He could still win easily because, you've got 4 or 5 horses that are going to be right there on the speed. And I think you got Door Knock in the 1 position that's definitely going to go. You got Track Phantom in the 12 that is definitely going to go. Plus they're putting blinkers on Track Phantom. They've talked about rating that horse a little bit. I don't buy it. This is a horse that gets out of the gate. I mean, this horse really gets out of the gate, and I just think that they're going to go to the lead. So then you've got Teal Password is another horse to where they've talked about maybe they go mid-pack. I don't buy it. This is a horse that I think it's one-dimensional. The horse is going to go to the front and try to put some pressure on and get some speed in here. And then, you could have another horse or so in there. But I think the pace is going to be legitimate. And the more legitimate it is with those horses up front, I'm not sure Fierceness wants to be on that pace. Just setting just off of that pace is probably going to be better. You got to remember, only a couple of times in the last several years has a horse gone gate to wire. The vast majority are going to be closers. And look at the last 2 years. The last 2 years, you've got a horse closing from deep. So I think the deep closers stand a real chance in here. And that's why, to me, this is my personal thoughts on it. I mean, I think Fierceness is a legitimate favorite and could deserve play on top. But to me, Fierceness is a play in first or off the board.
Yeah.
You would not see my tickets playing Fierceness for second, third, or fourth.
Right. Yeah. It's all or nothing. Yeah.
And that's if you want to see exactly how I'm playing the exacta, trifecta, and the superfecta, I've got a video coming out at 8:00 tomorrow morning on the channel. Make sure you check it out.
Absolutely. And Bobby, bring us right back to reality here that race 2 is coming up. He is 3-5 with 3-5-2-6 and win on number 3 and number 5. So we are just a couple of minutes away from race 2 here at Evangeline Downs. And have you taken a look at this, my friend?
I have. One horse that I keep going back to, Sean, and I get the 5 in here a lot. I mean, the 5 is definitely a horse that's it's going to be there. I think the 5, the 6 definitely scratching out of here made this a different race, I think. But I like this 2 a little bit. I really think that the 2 has the potential to do well in here. The way I look at non-winners at 2 life, and that is let me see their 1 win. What did they win? And the 1 win for this horse, the 2 horse, was at 5 furlongs. This is 5.5, but in a maiden special weight, 34K. And you come down here to like the 5 horse won a maiden 20,000 claimer. And the 7 horse was in some maiden special weights, but did not break his maiden until he dropped down to a 10 claimer, a maiden 10 claimer. So the 2 had the best maiden win, and that is something that I really like. So I'm going to go. My personal thought is 2 over the 5 and the 7, or 275, not 257.
275. Exactly. So I think that is exactly what I'm going to do, my friend. I'm going to do. I think the pick is in.
Did you hear something, Sean?
Spin is doing a $2 exacta box, 257.
Two dogs out the box. 257. I like it.
Yeah. Mike, the 6 was scratched in this race. 1-6. So, and by the way, Colin, for anyone who likes the Oaks, is going 5-11-3. And remind me, Colin, who those? I don't have the Oaks in front of me, but that is yeah. And Jeff just FYI is on the outside. He likes 5-11-3 in the Oaks. And that would be interesting to see how the weather will definitely dictate that race for sure as well.
Yes.
And I think if it is sloppy, I mean, what do you call it? I was not fading her, but I think they were building up Tarifa a little bit. But if it is sloppy, she definitely did like the slop, you know.
Yes.
So
It's a horse, honestly, Sean, that I don't like on a fast track. I mean, I love the horse, but I'm looking at other ways. But I think if the track is sloppy, she moves forward, and she
moves
right.
big time. Yeah, big time forward.
Totally agree
on that, you know. So we're gonna have to kind of watch the clouds and the weather gods to see what that track is like before that race for sure. Yeah, and they're going towards the gate right now. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you like. We so appreciate your support as always. And it's amazing the amount of content. How Colin has even slept this week is like amazing with everything they've put out this week. Tim's put out, everyone's put out in the channel this week. It's just been amazing.
And if you haven't checked out Doubling Down is
Doubling Down.
They're doing the Oaks Derby double.
Yes, with Urban Handicapper.
You can bet on combining those two wagers in a daily double type wager. So check it out. He has our friend Barry the Sniper on there with him.
Yeah, the two Boston boys getting together to try to make everybody money. Yes, Barry is in Florida now, but he did grow up here in the Great Boston area. Was the Lawrence tournament MVP in college as a basketball player. Very talented young man. Barry loves Power Squeeze. Yeah, let me tell you right now. I actually sent Daniel Centeno a message and he said, "Thank you. What has this horse done wrong? She keeps going off at 11, 13 to 1, and all she does is win." You know what I'm saying? She has a legitimate chance. She just keeps stepping up and she keeps winning. You know,
I really like Ways and Means.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but for the people who love Power Squeeze, I mean, right. All she keeps doing is go off at 11, 13 to 1, and she's getting checks. So to throw her out, I think would be foolish. You know. Victor in race 2 likes the 4 over the 5-7 exacta. Oh, Bobby's 6 is scratch. So he has an exacta 3-5 with 2-4-7. Okay. There you go, Bobby. We can all win together. The horses are slowly making it to the gate right now. Going into position finally.
So it looks like the 5 is taking over favoritism at 6-5. The 7's the second choice at 2-1. Then you have the 4 at 3-1, the 2 at 6-1, and the 3 currently at 9-1 as they load into the gate.
Yep. Sloppy. That is definitely sloppy. They have had some of that Bayou rain.
You want to call yours, Sean?
Yeah, so I got it. Yep, here we go.
All in the gate.
All in the gate. And they're off. And it's the 2 going right for the lead, going right out with the 7. The 3 sitting right behind. The 4 and the 5 can see them all. So they're going towards the first turn. Again, the 2 and the 7 battling right out front. The 3, the 5, and the 4 all in a group in the back. We got Harper's Hill at 9-2. Bet down late 22-3, a quick quarter. Matza Ball sitting right out on the outside of the 2's flank. The 5 trying to move up. 4 and the 3 kind of lagging a little bit behind here, but these 2 seem to be in a bit of a match race right now. It's the 2 and the 7. See what the half here is, but the 2 and the 7 kind of throwing down with each other right now. Here we go. We got a 46 and 2. The 7 still on the top 2, trying to come back on the inside, and he's making ground. Here the 2's coming back. Here comes the 2 on the inside. He is going to take the 7. They're coming to the wire, and it's 2, 7, and 5.
Very nice.
Winners in the lounge.
Very nice.
Winners in the lounge. Excellent. Tim's theory yet again comes through.
I bet that 2-7 straight. How about that?
Huh?
I bet that 2-7 straight. How about that?
Beautiful. Well done, my friend.
That's what I was telling you. That too, and you know, you guys have heard me say it before. And if I start boring people, just let me know and I'll quit. But to me, it's like it's really something that does me well. When you've got a non-winners of 2 life, go back and see who won the best race. Who won? Yeah. They've all won once.
Yeah.
And you know, and the one thing, Sean, is the 5 who ended up being the favorite. The thing about, I'm sorry, the 7 did win but the 5 had the lowest of all the horses.
Yes.
I mean, he won a 10 claimer. I didn't like the 5 near as much as the 2 and the 7.
No, exactly.
Always
what was it? 2-7?
It was 2-7.
Yep. $28 for $2. Not bad. Exactly. Mike, you were so close, my friend. You had you were in the right church, just the wrong pew. Is that good? But as we said, if you're confident with that 7, do that. That's the best. You know, we're all geniuses after the race. And I boxed. You went straight, you know?
All right, I'm leaving. I'm boring Sully.
Oh, so. Thank you, Victor. And yeah, Uncle Sully's in the house. Oh, the Speedy One is running on Saturday, folks. Get ready for the Speedy One. Where is he running, Colin?
Is he in the Derby? Is he in the Derby?
Is he in the Derby? Is the Speedy One in the Derby? That if he is, he is the lock. Exactly.
Don't say locked.
Oh, that's right. He is locked. That's right. He is locked as the lock. Exactly. Thank you, Victor. Yeah. Hawthorne. Okay. Speedy One's running at Hawthorne on Saturday. Love it. What race, Colin, so we can know what race to look for him? Have to know these things so we can tell our audience who they are here. Uncle Sully, who do you like in the Derby, my friend? Oh, yes. And by the way, Tim, this is thank you, Sully. This is our 75th. Can you believe that?
Get out.
Our 75th show. Boring is good, Riders Up. Hey, as long as you're making money, boring, whatever.
You said it's our 75th show?
75th show.
Love to see it. Love to see it. See it.
Here we go. So 2-7 paid $14.20 for $1. So we got that twice. So $28.40 return for our $12. So basically that was a plus $16.40.
Yeah, very nice.
Bankroll.
Very nice. We got Kevin Plouch in the house. What's up, buddy? He's excited for the Kentucky Derby. This man, if you definitely follow Kevin Plouch, if you don't, not only he knows thoroughbreds, he is a master and also calls races too. By the way, an excellent race caller as well. Kevin Plouch, a man of all traits. Great to see you, Kev, as always. And Colin, race 7 at 6:50 p.m. There you go. Instead of the Derby, Colin will be watching the Speedy One roam around Hawthorne. Excellent. And Uncle Sully likes Forever Young, one of my mom's favorite songs. Exactly. So, yep. So, excellent. So we are up on the night so far after 2 races,
Absolutely.
which is great. See, Tim started us off just small, and now we got a nice hit in the second race, and now we can have some. But as we said, we don't go crazy. We just have fun, play the board, have some fun, take some shots. And that's the key. Just have fun and get through the whole card.
So what Sean was really trying to say in a nice way is that I lost money and he had to pick me up.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah. After him doing it for us the past like 6 weeks, exactly. I finally showed up and did something.
About time.
Do we have a fierceness video? Kevin's asking.
We might have.
Fierce.
There it is. See? In honor of the Diamond Jubilee, all Sherbet coffee is 75% off your 4th bag. Maybe Sully's running a different promo. They don't even know.
Hey, I do want to put out to everyone in the lounge, though. I think this is important news, Sean, is that I was out there last Saturday for opening day.
Mm-hmm.
We saw the draw, and for those of you that saw, I did a live dial.
Yes, that was awesome
with Sean and Colin as they were doing a live reaction show. But the most important news of the day, and we didn't talk about this. The most important news of the day was that I ran into Dennis Trusty. Dennis Trusty has been having a good week. He put out today, I think he's hit like $67,000 worth of exactas or tries or something. So anything you lose tonight, Sean, what was the percentage he offered us?
Yes. Because it's our 75th Jubilee show, okay? 40% back tonight.
40% of your losses.
Dennis_Trusty. Anything you lose tonight, 40% back. Exactly. The man has absolutely, not only has he turned a profit in 4 of his oil fields this week, but he has been absolutely stellar in his picking. So he is just the guilt. He just loaded
money everywhere. Just
money everywhere, and he's just happy to give back to the racing public and help them back. Grandma Horse Racing, how are you, my friend?
Hey, Grandma, glad to see you.
Is that Canadian money? No. He's 40% full American bred money. Exactly. See, Trusty just loves helping the racing public. That is why he's on the thing. Good luck tonight, Grandma. You too. Let us know who you like, Grandma, down at Evangeline Downs. And we are going to race 3 coming up here, Tim. And that is, in this race, claiming 10,000, purse 15, accredited Louisiana bred for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. So that would be, and let's check the board here to see if there's any scratches.
So in this race, we have the 1 out.
Yeah, the 1 is out. Okay.
Scratch the 1.
Scratch the 1. So,
who was your longest shot on the board? So no factor.
No factor at all. Yep, exactly. So this is going to be quite the interesting race here. We got a field of 6, but an interesting field, nonetheless, to say for sure.
So we do have a couple of zongs in here.
Yes, we do. I saw that. Yes,
a couple of zongs. He's a sexy zong. An Arkansas zong.
Yeah, we got 2 Kansas breds here tonight. Here we got Sully and Grandma. The Kansas in full force. All the Rock Chalk Jayhawk fans out there.
Boo.
I didn't say I was a fan. They're just Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
We don't even say those words.
Right, exactly. Those are taboo in Lexington, right?
Yes. And worse now is if you say that. I will say this, Sean, when you're saying WPS, it only stands for, the only thing that should ever stand for is win, play, show.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
It should never stand for that other Arkansas hog call crap.
Right. Exactly. Yep. Oh, look at this. Grandma's got her bucket of mint julep ready to go tomorrow.
All right.
Grandma's ready to party.
So I actually tomorrow you're supposed to be drinking lilies. We drink.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Saturday.
Kevin's never called a race, but he's been on the analysis thing. So it's right. I should have said handicapping, not calling.
Got you.
He will one day. He will one day, and he'll be great at it. Exactly.
Sean, I believe, speaking, you were talking about Kevin, but speaking of celebrities,
look at this. We have a celebrity coming straight from live coverage. Miss Carson, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm surviving.
I hear you, huh? How you feeling, by the way?
Okay. The allergies are kicking my butt, but
Oh my God.
yeah, I had that a couple weeks ago.
Claire and I have been like best friends like the past.
I meant to tell you I took her on a date today. So
Oh man, she's cheating on me again. For God's sakes. God, I thought we were exclusive, but exactly. Now, did you take out the 12 or the 24? Aha.
I did 12 twice.
See, exactly. Oh, she's cheating on me already. Oh well. But now, were you at Churchill at all today?
Not today. I just
Okay.
I couldn't do it. I was there most of last week, and then of course back to my real job, and also my child. And
Okay. So
my
that
jam-
is a true trifecta.
5
That's a
jobs.
true trifecta. There you go.
But I'll be there tomorrow and Saturday, of course. So
Right, exactly. And what do we think? Are we thinking sloppy? Obviously, as Tim said, you never know with the Valley weather. But yeah, what's your inclination? Do you think tomorrow the Oaks is sloppy? Do you think it'll be fast? What do you think?
if I'm going, it's going to rain. So early card, faster, slowing down, and then sloppy for Saturday.
Okay.
Unless the wind blows it through somehow magically quicker.
Right, and as Tim says, that's one of the quickest drying tracks in America. So we'll hope for the best for sure. For sure. Now, Carson, you've been at a lot of the workouts, which is exciting. Has anybody on either Oaks or the Derby side kind of caught your eye where you're like, you maybe didn't come into it but said, "Ooh, that horse has really caught my attention"?
Ways and Means, Power Squeeze, and Just FYI for the ladies are looking phenomenal. And also, Where's My Ring, who I was interested in before and caught her actual work last Friday. She's fast.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be, it's going to be about who lasts, especially if the track gets deep. So I don't think that front end speed is going to be the ticket.
Yeah.
For Derby workers, I really think it's really good. He moves really well, and Catalytic also surprised me. These are horses I hadn't seen before in person, so
Yeah.
more impressive to me than ones that I had seen, many times before. Sierra Leone still looks phenomenal, and Catching Freedom looks excellent as well.
Yeah, he looked very professional coming onto the track, And what did you think of the Japanese horse Forever Young?
He was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing bad to say. There's nothing.
Right. Okay. Right. You look. You see how we kind of. Okay.
I don't think that there's a reason to leave him off your ticket.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely did hear from my sources that Just FYI had her game face on when she was.
She's huge. But even for her age and her size, she's very well balanced. She's very correct. She's very impressive to watch.
Good speed in the 5 furlong dash.
That's awesome.
5.5.
Wonderful. So far, Carson, we're only through 2 races. We're ahead on the night. I finally did something. So exactly. So, but now we're on to race 3 here, and then I will. Have you may have not had a chance, so I'm going to give Tim this race 3, and I'll give you race 4. Does that sound?
Sounds fair.
That sounds good. Okay. And 4 is exactly 4 is a 4-horse race, so we may
Oh God.
We may give you race 5, you know. That may just be a $2 to win bet, and just so we can say we had something.
No features.
If we have a 1 to 9, exactly. But in this race, race 3, the number 1 is scratched. That would be Saber Fight. But we still are left with a competitive, including we have 2 Zong horses here. We have Arkansas Zong, and he's the sexy Zong. So we got a lot of sexy Zongs going on here. Exactly.
Are these in the Xenon barn or the Xeno barn?
Yes, exactly. They're both out of Zong. Exactly. Who's out of Unbridled Song. So clearly, if anyone saw Unbridled Song's first race, he won in the mud by like 15 lengths. So clearly he does have mud in his pedigree. Tim, do you want our opinions, my good man?
No, I'm good. No, of course I do.
I like the 8 over the 9, 10, 1.
What?
Of course, Sean. What do you think?
Right. It's like, hey Marv, how are you? Okay, so no, in this race, I was definitely with the my first pick was I did like the 6. I thought the 6 was interesting in terms of the mud. There was 7 to 1 the longest. My dad always has a great theory, and he's won money a lot in the short field. Bet the long shot, and the 6 is 3 for 4 in the mud. So at least he likes mud. So I mean, you could definitely make a case for him. I went 7, 6, and 3 in this race. But I mean, in this race, I mean, if you were playing a pick 3 or pick 4, hit the all button. That's the way I look at this thing.
Yeah, I'm on the 3 here.
3, yeah.
Gomez, my homebred. That's great. I kind of thought it was going to be a Mohamed baby, but it's not.
For all the Mahomies out there,
Right.
they may like Patrick. Exactly. They're going for the Mahomies. And Grandma, by the way, says that she finds Dornock has some interesting pedigree. I wouldn't throw him out. I would not throw him out at all. You know?
Yeah, I didn't talk about him because I want a better price on him. So
yeah, there you go. Good. There you go. Exactly. So, and yeah, so you like the 3 here, right? My homebred.
I do. I love a redheaded mare.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, see, redheaded, exactly. Yeah, and exactly. By the way, Tim, this is great. One of my good hits last week. We all know Carson's Run, but at Gulfstream, Run Carson won and paid $33 and like 60 cents. So the backwards name Run Carson. So both Carson's Run and Run Carson have both won.
Yay. We're taking over.
Carsons are taking over the world. Exactly. So
we already knew that.
How many minutes do we have till post here, my friends?
So they just call riders up. They just hit the track and they have 5 minutes to post.
There we go.
Thank
you to everybody for joining us tonight. Great card here, Element. We got our boy Rob Toole on the calls here. Carson.
Tool time.
Yeah, and what did he have in this race? I forget what he had in this.
He had 7, 6, 7, 4, and then I believe it was 6, 7, 4.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Have you made your mind up, Tim, or are you still kind of looking?
I'm still kind of looking.
Yeah,
I'm
we get
going
time.
back and forth between a couple and everything, and listening to what
Yeah.
everybody said, and trying not to ignore you guys too much.
Did you say something, Tim? Oh. By the way, Carson, I have Chasing Freedom at 31 to 1, so I am hoping that he runs a pretty big race.
Catching Freedom?
Catching Freedom, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, Chasing, that's why I got 30 to 1 on Chasing, because he's the
Totally.
wrong horse. Exactly.
I hate to tell you, I don't think he's in a race this week.
Yeah, no, exactly. That is my one bet of the. I do one future bet a year,
Yeah.
And my one bet is Catching Freedom at So
I don't even know if I did a future this year. I gotta look. I can't
I
remember.
did. I usually stay away from that thing.
yeah, that's with Tim. I do one $5 bet, right? I just
Yeah, I
pick
mean,
one
there's
horse.
nothing wrong with that, and that's what most people do. You know, they do more. Like
I'm not
trivial
picking
things.
6, 7 horses.
Yeah.
I just pick one and have fun with it. You know,
Absolutely nothing
if
wrong
I
with
win,
that
I
at all.
win. If I lose, oh well. You know. And speaking of his ears must have been ringing with Mr. Freedom. It's Keith is in the house. Keith also has a future bet on chasing freedom. Exactly.
All right, Sean. I think here's something here. Once again, thanks to our friends at Sherbet Coffee for sponsoring our picks tonight. I think I'm going to go with a bit of a different type wager for what you usually see us do here in the lounge. It's something I like to do a lot, and I'm going to key one horse in a trifecta over a couple of horses. I'm just going to do a nice $4 wager, $2 trifecta key, 7 with the 3 and 4, 7 with 3. 4.
Love it. There you go. Okay. No, that's a key, right? Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, not boxed. Okay.
No, just a tri key.
Yeah, right.
The 7 on top and the 3 or 4 can come in either way
Awesome.
underneath.
Yeah, there you go. Love it. Love it. Anyone been playing along? Let us know who you guys like. Mike likes a 7-4 exacta box.
So 7-4 would work for us as long as the 3
Yep.
finishes third.
Yep. Bobby likes the win on the 6. Let's all know who you guys like in here, my friends.
There's our official wager, a $2 trifecta key, 7 with 3 4. That means we win if you get 7 3 4 or 7 4 3. Either way.
I like it. The dog agrees. The dog was making sure that you placed a bet for them too.
Yeah, she said she liked that pick.
Yeah, see, exactly. She wanted in on the action. Exactly. You have trained your dogs well. Exactly. They know wagering when they hear it.
Yeah, they bark the number of the horse they like.
Yeah, see that's great. What other program can you have dogs that pick exactly? Daughters that pick at 85-90% accuracy win rates. I mean, this is what we're here for, you know? How is your little lady doing?
She's doing good.
Who does she like in the Derby? We have to know exactly.
Well, I don't know that we've gotten there yet. We'll try.
There you
We'll
go.
probably get her to pick somebody.
There you go. Let us know exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we are just 3 minutes. What do we know? Where are we? 0 minutes.
It says 0 minutes. They're circling a little bit. They're not hidden behind the gate. So hope that doesn't mean a late scratch or anything.
Yeah, I know, huh? They're doing something to the gate. Doesn't seem to be any late movement in terms of like horses going the other way or anything. That is definitely one sloppy track. That is definitely a sloppy trap, you know? Yeah. So we're there's 0 minutes to post. Here. Race 3. The odds are interesting here. 7 is definitely getting the play at 4-5. The Mahomies are at 4-1. The all the Mahomie fans. Did you hear what happened the other day? I guess Patrick Mahomes had a big event in Kansas City, and Taylor and Travis showed up like to help the benefit and everything. And they had a live auction, and Taylor donated 4 tickets to her Era Tour for his charity, and the winning bid was $80,000.
Oh wow.
That was pretty cool. That she helped the cause out. I was exactly. I was not the winning bidder.
So after this race, I got a question for you too about Saturday.
Okay. Oh, they're finally going towards the gate.
They are.
Good luck to everybody here. Let us know who you like.
Again, official bet here is a $2 trifecta key, 7 with 3-4. 7's going in now. Last in, first across the wire. And we're off. And this pretty even start across the board. The 2 drops back a little bit. The 3 is going to want to get out to the lead early on. You got the 5 just outside that one, about a length back. The 4 is just inside that one, just about a quarter of a length back. The 7 is on the outside right now. It was in 4, just moving up to 3rd. It's another about 3 lengths back to the 6, and further all the way back to the 2. I don't know about you guys, but I just lost my connection.
Yeah, so the 3, get ready. The 3 Mahomes, the Mahomey bred is out front. The 7 trying to get up to the 3's latch here. 22-1 was the quick first quarter. The 7 trying to get up to the 3 here on the outside. The 4 trying to make a menacing move. The half was 46-1.
Come on, 7.
Down the stretch, the 7.
Come on, 7.
Trying to get up.
Come on, 7.
3. He's coming up the middle.
Come on, 7.
4's coming on the outside. Here we go down the stretch. The 3's still in the lead. 7 trying one last gasp, and it's 3-7.
Oh, man. Too little, too late.
The Mahomes. Yeah. Carson's with the Mahomes, exactly. Victor, so what was that? Was 3? Was it 3-7?
3-7-4.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Victor got split there by the 7. And Marv Beatty had 4 to win in place in the 5. Yeah, not happening there, exactly. But so close, Tim. So close.
That's all right.
That was very close. I mean, hey, he could always be disqualified. It's Louisiana.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, no, he could. Absolutely. Exactly.
And it was like, it just looked like the 7 had more horse, but he just wasn't making up any ground.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Quicksand.
Was. Yeah. Darn it.
That was great handicapping though, Tim. Yeah. Just the Mahomes.
It was just those 3 horses, though.
The Mahomes were just too tough. Exactly. He's tough. Mahomes are always tough down the stretch. As we know.
And your 6 was 4th, Sean. So.
Yeah. He was. The horse always seems to like the mud, But yeah, that group was a little bit on the. Maybe we can get inquiry, Tim. You never know.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Jorge Gomez, Serafin Carmona, the leading rider, the winning rider for Jorge Gomez. Still not totally familiar with these jockeys yet,
No. I mean, they've already gone official. They're fast.
Yeah, exactly.
We got 3-1 on that 3. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so quick question for you guys. So
yes.
Saturday's card.
Yes.
I think one of the most interesting races to me, it's a race I like every year. I wanted to get you guys' thoughts. What do you think about the Pat Day Mile?
Ooh, Pat Day Mile. Yeah.
He's got Seize the Gray cranked for that.
What's that?
He's got Seize the Gray cranked for that. Getting a
Lucas,
cutback.
yeah.
I would argue a little bit lighter company than he's been running with. It'll be interesting. I printed the PPs. I got to look at the rest of the field here.
Yeah, no. So I got it here in front of me, so I'll just call it out real quick. I think it's really interesting race, and the number 1 is Carboni.
Yeah.
A horse I really like. The two is Beeline, trained by Mott, ridden by Irad. The 3 is Northern Flame, Kenny McPeak, ridden by Leperoux. 4 is Otto the Conqueror, Asmussen with Rosario up. Seize the Gray, the coach with Jaime Torres up. And then the 6 horse is Guanare, Brittany Vandenberg with Emmy up. And then we've got Houday, the Tom Fury horse with BJ, Brian Hernandez Jr. And then you've got the Chad Brown with Jose Ortiz up on Top Connor, which is probably going to be your favorite. And then the 9 is Frosty Indulgence for Christopher Davis with Adam Beschizza. And then you got the Dallas Stewart trained Gettysburg Address with Paco Lopez. And then, I'm sorry, the last one, 2 actually. I haven't got to the one that I wanted to talk about as well. Doug O'Neill trained Vlaos. I think that's how you say it. But Edwin Maldonado. And then the last 12 horse, here we go, Brad Cox, Florent Giroux, Nash.
Yeah.
Nash is trash.
Okay. Yeah. Now, did Nash go up against Houday last?
So Nash beat Carboni in the last one out that the 2 of them were in the Hot Springs.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So whoever Houday was second to, I had given out as a winner. It was Keeneland, if I remember correctly. But
yeah, I think Houday ran at Keeneland, and then Houday was in that race was Glengarry. Remember?
That's okay.
Yes.
I knew I was like, so are they running Glengarry in the undercard?
I haven't seen Glengarry. I haven't seen Glengarry at all. Now remember, Houday before going into that last race was 4 for 4, and then finished second in that race at almost 6-1. So in the Lafayette Stakes up at Keeneland.
Right.
So that was still a good race. So this is a horse, and even with that, this horse is 10-1 in the morning line.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, right now they've got the Top Connor, the Chad Brown trained horse is 5-2, and then Nash right now is 3-1.
Okay. Now just remember, okay, Doug O'Neill is 1 for 1 with OS horses at the end this week after Obesos beat Bango. So and now he has Vlahos. So exactly the OS theory could come in here with the Doug O'Neill horses. You get a Bezos and Vlahos all on the same weekend.
Yeah, and I mean that was a big race that horse ran, in his maiden special weight. It was Gate to Wire ran a 98 speed figure in Santa Anita in that maiden special weight. So that was a big race.
Right.
But even that horse, Sean, is 8-1.
Yeah. Grandma is outstaging Dennis right now. Look at this. Chili Hippodromo. She is betting tries at Chili Hippodromo. Grandma is just totally Dennis is just raising the bar on Dennis with betting horses. Exactly. Love it. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fascinating race.
I think it's a good race.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how the weather kind of plays with that field too as well. A much different race fast than off for sure. So that would be interesting.
Yeah, and Otto the Conqueror is 2 for 3 on a wet track.
Yes, Street Sense, Shackelford, that's the mud right there.
And then that Guanare horse for Brittany Vandenberg is 3 for 3 in the money with 2 wins out of 3 on a wet track.
Yeah, and even Carboni's a Matoli out of Street Sense. Is Carboni the one that tried to that won by 9 lengths at Oaklawn and then tried the big boys around a mile and just couldn't get the lead? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
So Yeah, I mean the maiden special weight was by 8
Yeah.
lengths.
Right. Then he tried the big boys, and he just couldn't
Yeah,
even.
and
He
so
couldn't stay up there at all.
so this is a horse early on they thought was a Derby potential horse.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
in the
Right.
Southwest Stakes.
Yeah,
Actually, was the favorite in that race.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, they had high hope that he just didn't do anything around.
No, he was 7th, beaten 21
Right.
lengths,
And then didn't like the turn at all.
came back in the Rebel
Yeah.
and against Timberlake, and was still a badly beaten 6th in that
he
race.
just liked speed. I got
Yeah,
you.
and then finally they dropped the horse down just to a stakes race in the at the Hot Springs Stakes at Oakland, and the horse finished a good second to Nash.
Okay, yep. First, he's in the house. Hello, sir. How are you? Is that good? Glad to see you, my friend. We got Marv in the house.
But yeah, this race is I thought was really interesting. So there's a potential to make some money, I think, on some of these
On the
horses.
bad day,
Saturday.
exactly.
I think it's a really good undercard.
When I was
As Derby Day always is.
when I was a kid, it never seemed to amaze me that every day at Churchill Downs, Pat Day won the first race. It just seemed like he would win every first race. I don't know. It just
Well, the
amazed
first
me.
race, the last race, and half of the ones in between.
Yeah, right,
So I
right,
think
exactly,
it was Pat Day,
exactly.
right?
So funny.
I know there were a whole lot of people that loved to hate Pat Day though.
No, exactly. Yeah. Keith sees the gray in that race. Lucas.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the great picture? It was awesome of Mott and Lucas taking a picture together with all their kids and like all their group. It was really cool.
I missed that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was really, really cool picture. I saw it. Zach, I'll try to find it for you guys. It's really cool. They had their two horses together, and it was Mott and Lucas, and really cool.
Yeah. That guy, man, he still gets around. I was standing there right outside the rope when they were getting ready to draw the card, and it was starting to fill up inside, and I was turned around, looking around, and then I turned back, and there's somebody right inside me on the rope. It's the coach.
No, he's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You will never, ever, there will never, ever be Dallas Stewart, Mark Hennig, Karen McLaughlin, and Todd Pletcher. Name 4 assistant trainers at one time. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Talk about an all-star Vince Lombardi tree.
Did McCarthy overlap, or was he after that group?
Who?
Michael McCarthy.
Oh yeah, Michael. Yeah, he was with Lucas and he was with Todd Pletcher after that group. Yeah, they were when they were young. When Mark Kieran, and Dallas, they were all 30 years old. And Todd was the youngest one of the 4. Was all they were all. I want to say 90s, 80s, really. You know what I'm saying? With Lucas and then they all went on their own way. But how cool is that?
Yeah,
something like that.
That's the ultimate training tree. I mean, that guy, he was the greatest. I still think he is. The guy that the modern game. I think he's kind of been the guy that's kind of really been at the forefront of all of that, and with all his Derby winners and to still be getting on horseback every morning. I mean, come on, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Amazing.
He walks with a cane, but he's on horseback every morning.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, he says he wants to die on a horse, so.
And he may do that. He may get his wish. Yeah. I don't want him to, but I'm saying, but what a way to go.
Absolutely.
I think it was more so a remark that he's not going to quit riding because he's infirm or aged.
Yeah, absolutely. So how many minutes?
Right here, we only have 4 horses: the 1, 5, 7, and the 10, and the 7 is 1 to 5.
Oops.
Yay.
We are not betting the 7.
No. Exactly. Just do it $2 exactly. The 10 is out of a street sense mare. They'll like the exactly. Oh, one of my favorite Canadian horses of all time, Court Vision. The Mr. Tin Man is out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Out of a Derby, and the mother's out of a Derby winner, Monarchos, and he liked the mud. So,
Yeah.
Here's a mutter. Bobby has,
The 7 run a couple weeks ago, didn't we?
huh?
Didn't we watch our first week at?
Yes, we did. Donegal Factor. Yes, we did. Excellent. Yeah. 1 to 5. Let's all be creative, and we'll do a $2 exact to 7 over the 1, 5, 10, and then we can lose money. Actually, 2 of the exactas actually make money, which I think is hysterical. You would only lose $1. And Bobby has 5 over the 1, 7, 10. So Bobby is trying to beat the 1 to 5 favorite with the 5. And that would be Touchdown Joe out of Imagining by Candy Ride. Yeah, yep, definitely should like the mud there too. Juan P. Vargas.
So I was just throwing this up here, Sean, just to take a quick look. This is Rob's pick 5 ticket.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, thank you. 5, 7 with 1. Singling the 1. He's got the 4, 7, 8 with the 1, 2, 4 with the 1, 6, 7. I like that. No show wagering in this race. Not a lot of money you can make in this race, but
No.
This is one of those. Could the exacta the 7 pays? What did I say? $2 per dollar. 7. Yeah, the 7.
Yeah, the 7.4 right now for $2 is paying $8.40. That's the lowest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 2, 4. Okay. Yeah. There we go. And yeah, this looks like exactly. What does 7.5 pay right now? $2.
7.5 is paying 63.80. Wait, no, I was like, that's got to be wrong. My ADW didn't update the race when I changed it over.
Oh, okay, yeah. 7.5 pays $2.
Yeah, 7.5 is paying $5.20 for $2. So $2.60 for $1.
There we go.
I was like, that's not right.
No.
Yeah, the highest exacta in the entire thing is like the one with the 7 paying $47.60.
There you go. I think my bet's already in. With 7 minutes to go.
This is where you throw the favorite out, though, Sean. This is where you bet that longest shot in the field.
Or do you just hammer it 40 times? You just say hammer, 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 hammer. Is that
no, you don't do that.
No. No, you don't do that. Exactly. This is where you try to get cute. Exactly. And you do exactly. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. I have my bet. This is gonna be fun.
You ready?
Yep. Okay.
You can ask me.
No, that's right. I'm sorry, Carson. Yeah.
Hey, Carson, he didn't ask me either.
No, I didn't ask either one of them.
He didn't ask either one of us what we thought. He just doesn't care.
Hold on a second. The pick is in. Sean has traded the pick. He has traded the pick. So now I'm on the board again. Is that it to myself? Carson, who do you like in this race?
You're stuck with it.
Who do you like in this race?
I'll take the 10.
10?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Did you like anybody behind him?
Yeah, all of them. I want all of them.
There you go.
I'd like for everybody.
Not that anybody cares, but who do you like in this race? Tim, who did you like in this race?
So I like the 5.
Yeah,
I like the 5 in here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with just the 1, and I'm basing most of that off of a 5 for 6 on a wet track in the money.
There you go. So okay, so here's what we're doing. That's ironic. Exactly. we're doing. There's the pick is in now officially. The trade was we moved up because we wanted the hot rookie. Exactly. So we're just doing a $1 try box, 5, 7, 10. Carson's pick, your pick, and the favorite.
It should be illegal to bet a try in this race.
I know. Is there even a try in this race?
Let me look real quick.
Can you even bet a try in this race?
I think you can.
Yeah, there you go. Why not? There you go. I mean, there's no, yeah, exactly. I'm doing 5, 7, 10. $1 try box. And if the one wins, then I'm just bad. But there's no money to be made here, so we're trying to just get someone. I don't want our and I'm not doing $2 because
No, $6 wager. That's good. We'll still be over $100.
Right, exactly. Good Lord, how did I get the pick without getting your picks? Good Lord. Good Lord, Sean, wake up. Well, we are excited. Thank you to everybody. 144 people watching tonight. Thank you as always, guys. So appreciate the support.
So make sure you hang on, though, because in the next race, we've got the 5th race coming up. We have a bigger field of 8 horses, and Carson is bringing the big dogs.
Carson is bringing us home. Exactly. Stacks.
A full field of 8 horses.
Carson, I had a preservations in the first race at 39-1, but she hasn't crossed the finish line yet. She's due sometime.
Oh no.
They didn't bet her either though. She ran okay, but at least they got one of my babies. And what do we got here? We got 3 minutes to post.
3 minutes.
Exactly. So I was saying that for the people who are wondering, usually they do it earlier this year, but due to the turf at Woodbine not coming back for a couple of weeks, they have moved the Thursdays. I made some calls to try to get it switched, so hopefully they will listen to me. But the 23rd is the first Thursday, and I believe that's when the turf course will also open up. So to get so Woodbine will not be running on Thursday until the 23rd.
Hey, so while we wait real quick, right before the Kentucky Derby on Saturday, you've got the Grade 1 Old Forester Bourbon Turf Classic. Did you guys look at that one at all?
Yes.
So the horse I really like in there, and Sean probably knows where I'm going here, but Naval Power, the Charlie Appleby horse that finished second to Master of the Seas, who's just a friggin' monster when we were up at Keeneland, but or I was up at Keeneland that weekend. It was the next weekend, but that was a monster Maker's Mark mile. That horse, Master of the Seas, is incredible, and this horse finished a decent second to that horse. And Charlie Appleby's got a good one here, and I don't know if you heard, but he's actually, people talk about him all the time. Every time they see his name, they're like, "Oh, he's bringing this horse over." But no. Charlie's bringing a stable over. He's actually going to run a division in the U.S.
Yeah, which I think is great.
I do too. It's good for the game.
He's really done a real good job of bringing European racing back to America Agreed. He really has. And man, does he own Woodbine? Good Lord. Yeah.
It was, I think, the 20th. Yeah. So a week after he ran Naval Power, he worked him again on the turf. So the horse is like conditioned when. Oh yeah. I mean, he worked him. It wasn't just a gallop. So.
Who was it a couple of years ago? Like Ryan Moore's horse, like an Aidan O'Brien. The horse ran like on a Saturday in Ireland, and then came back over here on a Saturday and won like a Grade 1 after like running like the week before. You know, the horse was so fit. It was like 3-4 years ago. Aiden ran a horse off like a 1 week, and he won going away.
Yeah, and shipped. Yeah.
I was like, wow.
We
are
like we hit 0 minutes to post, but
yes, the fabulous foursome. Let us know if you're even betting this race.
All 4 horses are headed to the gate.
Yeah, let us know if you're even betting this race. This is not a great race of.
You know what? With the 7 at 3-5, I'm just going to place a win bet on the 5, 3-1.
There you go.
3-1. It's like, come on.
Carson, did you bet Mahomey the last race to win?
Yeah.
Good job. Excellent.
And I got birdie today for Cherie. He was a $10 winner. $10.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't play the rest of the card. It was just the one race I looked at.
Hey, see, that's excellent. Look at this. The man, the myth, the legend. Rob is in the house. Thank you, sir, as always, for your wonderful calls. I know it's a little tough with the slop tonight, but even in the slop, you've had some very competitive races here. I know this one's a little bit of a with the 4, but I mean you got some great races tonight still. Very challenging. And we always love your calls, my friend. Thank you for joining us. For everyone who doesn't know, this is Rob. He is the race caller at Evangeline, one of the best in the business.
Absolutely, always love the calls, and that's what we were talking about earlier. If you were listening in as we first started out, we said don't be surprised if Rob drops in the chat and just says
hello. He always does, always supports me. So appreciate it, my friend.
The great folks at Evangeline.
Yes, absolutely. Always love supporting them. They're slowly making their way to the gate.
Tim, what you drinking? Coffee?
Little Founder's Porter. You know me, coffee drinker at night, yeah.
Is this an early? This may be like the late pick 5, maybe.
Yeah, so this was that ticket that I put up earlier that Rob had, that pick 5 ticket.
Yeah. Got an interesting 3-5 force here.
So we want the 7 to finish up the track here.
Yep. We wanted to finish up the track 3rd.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for. Okay, Bobby's also taking a win on the 1. Hey, in a short field, why not? You know, that's what my dad always says. And in the short field, take the long shot. Nothing wrong with that.
All right, we're loading up.
We're loading up. Me in.
The 10 horse. Don't box me in. Going in.
Don't box me in.
I mean, it looks like that's what he's saying right now at the gate. Don't box me in.
Exactly.
There we go. The professional crew, gate crew, Evangeline got him in. No problems. Also,
Victor's sitting this out.
And they're off, and the 5 springs out quickly, but the 7 is determined to get out to the lead to the outside, trying to make his way over to the inside, but going to have to go a little wide as the 1 sneaks up the rail a little bit. The 10 is going to come past the 1 as well up into 2nd place, and the 5 trails right now early on. It's a 7 setting the tempo up front by about 2 lengths over the 10 horse. Don't box me in. 2nd by about 2 back to the 1 horse, Mr. 10 Man, back in 3rd, and the 5 horse Touchdown Joe is last right now, but making a move, trying to get into 3rd position as they are approaching the quarter pole and about to tip the wire. Let's check the time here, but the 7 Donegal Factor is still leading the 10. Don't box me in by a couple of lengths. And then it's another about 4 lengths back to the 5 Touchdown Joe on the outside. The 1 Mr. 10 Man is down on the rail. None of the times are showing up here on the screen, so I don't know if they've got
No.
a problem with the clocking there. But the 7 Donegal Factor is still holding on up front. The 10 is starting to make a little bit of a gain coming up on his hindquarters there as they hit the top of the stretch. The 5 Touchdown Joe is also starting to make a little bit of ground, make up a little bit of ground on those top 2. But Donegal Factor turns the corner, gets good inertia into the stretch here, still holding the lead. Jockey takes a peek between the legs, still looks to have plenty of horse up front, and it's going to be all Donegal Factor up front. Nobody's going to catch him. We're going to catch a try. It's going to be the 7 over the 10.
Look at that.
and the
Only
5.
winners in the lounge. Man, only winners.
10 horse, 5 horse. We caught the top 3 out of 4.
Woo!
We are killing it.
Woo! This is a confidence booster.
Look at that. Look at that. Huge money. There you go.
We bet $6. I think we get $7 back.
Yep. Hey, don't laugh. The 7-10 exacta is $7 for $1.
Hey.
So the fact that the 5 is out, our try may actually not pay that bad. You know, if the exact is paying 14 for 2, you know,
Yeah.
that's you know, hey,
No, we're all right. I'm just
yep,
absolutely. And you know, anytime you cash is better than ripping your ticket up.
right, exactly. Or you just
You're
pound.
Yeah.
My real bet was repeat. No, only kidding. My honest bet was seriously. I did a $2 try key 7 with a 10-5. That was actually my real bet, but that's all I did. Grandma is going to do a show tomorrow, picking horses using the magic 8-ball as well as dice. So she could be dangerous. We need to know her picks, what the dice. are
Yes,
rolling,
make sure you post them.
Yes, make sure, Grandma, you post your dice and magic ball picks because they could be excellent. And Grandma, for all magic ball and dice picks, okay? Dennis Trusty, 45% off all magic ball and dice picks. So if you are not completely satisfied, Dennis will pick
And
you
folks,
back up.
they waste no time at Evangeline Downs. We're official.
No, that's like sometimes at Penn National, the race is official before it even goes over the line.
Well, I was like the 7 horse crossed the line, and then we got the try. Before the 4th horse even crossed, they were like, it's official. 7-10-5-1.
They
still
don't
shows,
waste time.
it shows unofficial there, but the tote board said official. Donegal Factor at 1-2.
Yeah.
Pays $3 to win, $2.20 to place. Don't box me in. Pays $4.80 to place.
Hey, look at our trifecta. We got $9. Or no, we got 905. Yay! We won money. Only winners in the lounge. Imagine what it paid if the 5 become a second. Good Lord, it would have been like $1.25.
Yeah. So we got what 9-10. So we won $3.10.
Yes.
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 Big money.
Yeah, look at that though. So yeah, for my $4 bet that I did personally, I get $4.55 4 times. Woo!
There we go. Our bankrol's up to $110.50.
Love
Carson's got all kinds of money for the 5th race.
Yes. Carson can go all. Exactly. Boom. Late.
Oh, what? Wait, I'm just catching up on the rest of the world. They allowed Tyler's Tribe to run again, and he bled again today?
No. Did you hear what happened to Tyler's Tribe?
That's what I'm saying.
Tyler's Tribe had a heart attack and died yesterday.
What in the...
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, or I didn't know if it was he bled again and then
No,
aspirated, and then also a horse named Collins died.
I didn't hear about that one, but I heard about Tyler's Tribe, and it was like people were there was a lot of criticism about that because I guess a couple of days ago they worked the horse pretty hard, and then yesterday they had him out for a strong gallop. So it was just like they're like, what are they doing? And then all of a sudden after the gallop, the horse had died of what appeared like a heart attack. So
I don't understand.
no, it's not good. I hate when stuff like that happens, and it when it happens during the course of regular racing, when it looks like everything else is okay, I mean, things happen and you hate it regardless. But when it happens because people are doing things that are questionable, that makes it worse. But yeah, it was pretty sad. I saw it this morning.
That's terrible.
It
Hate
definitely
to see
is.
things like that. Hate to see things like that for sure.
Yep. It's the thing I hate the most.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt. So Carson has the fifth race Evangeline down 6 furlongs, claiming 4,000 accredited 3-year-olds and up, which have not won a race since November 2023, or have not won 2 races since May 2023.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay, sure, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. And Carson, is it raining there right now where you are? Or is it
No.
clear? Is it?
No, I'm actually in Georgetown because I had to work my other job down south.
Oh, okay.
So I just stopped halfway on the way back, and then I'll drive up to Louisville in the morning. But yeah, it's been clear. It was 90 degrees today. So.
Wow. Yeah, it looked really like people were hot,
Last year, Thurby was very hot. So.
Yeah, it was the Derby. Yeah, it was hot last year, right? Yeah. And what's the temperature supposed to be on Saturday?
I think 80.
80. Okay.
I haven't checked again since. I mean, it's 8 o'clock at night and it's 83 degrees still here. So.
Yeah. I noticed that I've seen Churchill. They've put no signs up that it's the 150th Derby. You'd have no idea.
There's 150 signs that say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that exactly. Jeez, everywhere you look there, huh?
Yeah, it's just supposed to rain all day tomorrow into Saturday. The high is 80 Saturday, but the high is only 74 tomorrow. So.
Okay, for the Oaks Day. And what time's first post tomorrow, my friend?
I have no idea.
Okay, there you go. Excellent. I like it. There you go.
I don't know. 1 o'clock sounds normal.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. It'll run sometime. There you go.
Check
your local listings.
I just know I have to be there early, so I don't even.
Oh, good. That's good. So you can actually rest, and that's very good.
Okay.
We like that. That's good.
Usually the day goes by very quickly. Oh, they're starting at 10:30 tomorrow.
10:30 tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So there you go. Hey, exactly. May 3rd. Yeah. And we will probably be sloppy to start, I would think, most likely.
I guess. I didn't check the radar, so
yeah, okay.
But I would think, I mean, the track will hold up for a bit. But the first 3 are on dirt, so.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Got Johnny V riding for Dallas Stewart. We got some Spadestown baby in there, so if there's mud, Sundance feature is definitely one for me to love those Spadestowns. Oh, an exaggerator in the mud. Yeah, even Sally O'Malley. Golden Sense. Oh, Bella of the Bluegrass. There's my girl. Okay. We got a fun first race there tomorrow. But we have to look for Carson because this is, and Bobby's already got his exact 1.7 over the 2.48. We have to look here and see For Carson, we're going to pick. Do we have any scratches here? Let me see if there's any scratches here in this next race. There are no scratches, Carson. So we have a full field of 8. And I'm shocked that the one right now is at 5-1. I don't think this price is going to stay that way.
Yeah, the 4 just took a bunch of money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just, yeah. 4, yeah, exactly. 1, Vargas. Yeah, Charlie, Michelle. Yeah, Keith, Charles. 0 for 9 on the year, but 3 for 9 in the wet. And it's definitely shown a liking for the wet conditions, including a win at Louisiana Downs. Did not fare great against, albeit better, you know. Now here's a great question for you, my friend. I always ask this: should a good track be? I can ask Tim this too. Should a good track be considered an off track? Like, you know, like in terms of like when they put good, and like sometimes like if a horse run 5 times, it'll look like he's great in the wood wet, but
yeah. I mean, yes, the way we breed and race here in America, anything other than fast and firm is an off track.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I agree too. Someone brought that up to me. I'm like, you really couldn't change that. You know, it has to be either fast or not fast.
Exactly.
You know, you can make it wet fast, but you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I think that's the only way you can do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Carson, you drinking sparkling water?
It is a prebiotic soda, grape flavored.
Doesn't sound as good as my beer.
Probably not. Depending on how this race goes, I may just dip out and head over to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, there you go. Excellent. They have some nice beers there.
I kind of like that little. It's almost like if you sit at the bar, it's sort of like a dive bar feel with country music on.
Yeah, Texas Road. We have one right down the street from me.
The one in Georgetown has a mural of Michael Blowen and Silver Charm in the corner of the bar. It's pretty nice.
No way.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I may have a picture of it somewhere, but I'll take one if I go.
That's awesome.
Hey, Carson, when it comes to tequila, have you had the Herradura? You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I'm not really big on the peppery ones. It's not bad.
Because I've never been a big tequila person, but I went to the Taste of Derby, the thing that they do here every year.
Yeah, you're telling me about that.
I always go to that thing, and they always have a bunch of samples of all kinds of bourbons and beers and different things. And it was like they had that tequila, and I'm not a big, but I thought it was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, I like the Reposado Herradura. The Blanco isn't really my speed unless it's mixed with something. But if I'm just drinking it plain, the Reposado. They had a Herradura, like a vendor at Derby last year, and there was a picture of my husband and I outside.
Yeah.
They had the big horseshoe.
Yeah, they had that thing out there.
Yeah.
It's like, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Yeah, it's so pretty with all the flowers.
We have another Jonathan Wong horse in this race.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jonathan here. Spoiler alert.
490. Loudmouth.
I'm going with a little bit of a shot in here.
We know some loudmouths.
You going with the 8?
Did you call me a loudmouth?
No. I said we know some. No, not you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever shot.
There you go.
But it's funny you mentioned that because that's my long shot.
What, loudmouth?
Yeah, I like that horse.
He's 3-1.
I know it's just like, but he was 9-2 in the morning line.
Oh yeah.
You know,
No,
it's just like.
yeah. This is an interesting race. I'm trying to see why the 2 is 11-1, you know, but did not get played in doubles at all, you know, which I think is interesting.
But Loudmouth is 2 for 3 on a wet track, 2 wins
Yes.
out of 3 races.
Yeah. No, I think he's definitely going to be a major player in here.
Yeah.
And he's got the other Del Cid.
Yep.
We've heard of the other Chad Brown.
Right, yeah.
Now we have the other Del Cid.
The El Primo. Tiene El Primo.
This is Carson's race, so we have to give her horses. Let me see here. All right. So
Carson, do you have your hat picked out for Saturday?
I can't wear a hat and carry the camera. I have to break the unwritten rule.
I mean, you could, come on, at least a fascinator.
Maybe. But once you carry it around on your head all day after 2 days in a row, and yeah.
all right. So my three first choices, Carson, are the 6 Loudmouth, then the 1 McLean, and then the 4 Charlie McKell. So I'm 6, 1, 4. Not very glamorous, but with the 2, a very interesting 4th, but I think could move up.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, what do you like in this one, my friend?
So I also like the 6 on top. I mean, that's my top pick. I do like the 2 Bahrain in here a little bit as a potential a potential underneath play in second. So that's a horse that I like. And then I like the 4 horse here. I know his odds are a little bit lower, and he's probably going to be close to the favorite, first or second favorite in here. But I like the other horses over top, and I really like the 6 a lot, the Jonathan Wong horse.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to running the two people I'm staying. You couldn't make this up. The 2 people I'm staying with at the Belmont, right, are both from my friends from Woodbine. One is Julie Wright and one's Will Wong. So I got White and Wong. You couldn't even make that up.
I love Will. I haven't seen him in years. Oh
yeah, Will's still doing great. Will is the mayor of Toronto. He's still doing fabulous. He's coming to Belmont.
White and Wong.
He's coming to Belmont. He's very excited. He still knows. Great story. Where I'm the first time I'm up there, I'm riding with Will back into the stables, and there's an owner of like a big horse in the race, but he doesn't have his pass, So the guy says, you need a pass to get back here. So he says, go into the thing. So the owner has to go in and talk to the people to get a pass, right? All of a sudden he goes, oh, hi, Will. Well, I'd like nothing. He said, just go right in, Will.
Unbelievable. This 6 horse, I thought I was going to get a price, and I had something here, and all of a sudden the horse is the favorite at 9-5.
I know the predicted line was like 18-1 or something.
I mean, it's crazy. I don't get it.
We're moving the chains. That's what it is. We're moving the chains.
Squealed, yeah.
Oh my! Look at Grandma. You are.
Add to the bankroll. Way to go, Grandma. Now, Carson, you have all kinds of money because Grandma kicked in.
Yeah, Grandma said, exactly. We have female leadership finally on this program. I'm going to put in, and Carson's going to come through for us.
Oh, no.
And if not, she goes to Texas Roadhouse, which is not a bad option.
Yeah, I know.
Do we have a favorite entree at Texas Roadhouse?
I usually just get a sirloin and broccoli and a salad.
Hey, excellent. Hey, how can you go wrong there? How can you go wrong there? Love it.
You said a sirloin and broccoli?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoa. Look at the 6. He's a little anxious.
Wound up there. The 6 was a little wound up on the track.
He was kind of backing up, looking like he was
he's
looking
rearing
like
up.
he was going to buck a little bit, but he never got up on his hindquarters. But
He's like balking bad.
yes,
Woo.
yes.
Maybe
Actually,
that's why his predicted line was 18 to 1.
Look, Sean, I don't think the 6 knew his white from his wong.
Bobby says bet long shot bet number 2. Yeah,
That was my second horse. I like 6-2.
2 looks very interesting. Yeah.
I like 6-2.
Has the 6 calmed down at all? Do we know?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
He was excited to be on the track. He was happy to be on the track with the other horses.
2 minutes to post. 2 minutes to post.
2
Let
minutes.
us know whenever you think you might be ready, Carson.
Okay. Yeah, this is tough. I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah.
Yeah,
let them know.
no rush. You got
No. We're
2
fine.
minutes.
They're still on the track.
I want to do like a 10-cent super key box.
So you work it out and let me know when. And we got SureBet Coffee sponsoring our picks this week, so we want to make sure we get their pick.
Yeah.
Intro
What's
in. Noise in.
yeah, I don't know. Can we do a?
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Again, thanks to SureBet Coffee for sponsoring all of our picks this week.
Yes, thank you.
Make sure you check out that promo code TTP20 for 20% off of all your purchases at SureBetCoffee.com. And don't forget, they do give a portion of every order sale to Thoroughbred Aftercare. So great cause. But Carson?
All right. Can we do a 10-cent super key box? So key the 1 with 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. It should be $24.
There we go. Okay.
I 7's my wild card here. I like
I
this.
like it. Okay.
I'm hoping for the 2 and the 7 up top.
Well, Mr. Six is feeling his oats here. He's like, I don't need an extra size rider.
Yeah. I didn't key the 6 just in case he just loses his mind. I don't know what he's
Well,
doing.
now he found a friend. No, I think he just found a friend. He just found a friend. That's good.
Yep, $24. You got all kinds of money.
There we go. Yep.
And it really doesn't matter how much the wager costs when you win.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
He's having fun here. This 6 is having fun on his own. He's like,
He
I
is,
don't need
man.
you.
He's keyed up.
Do we take that as a good sign or a bad sign?
It's good. He looks good to me.
Yeah.
If he was doing that and he looked washed out or looked crazy, but he doesn't, he's calmed down.
No, he looks very happy what he's doing.
He's just like, let me out of the gate. I'm ready to go. And right now, by the way, he has floated back up to 3-1. The 4 has taken over favoritism at 2-1.
Yeah.
So we will take that. And the 1 horse which we have keyed is currently sitting at 5-2.
Yeah. Very nicely. Elio J. Barrera Award. They're all doing their and the 1 is down is still at 5-2. The 4 is the favorite now. The 2 at 9-2. Getting some real love here. Bahrain. An interesting horse for sure.
Yeah, 9 years old and still running very well.
Yeah, still, yeah, exactly. Thank you to everybody, as always, for tuning in tonight. We so appreciate you reporting. Alex is in the house.
Hi, Alex.
What's
How are you, my
up,
friend?
Alex? Where are you at this week, Alex? I see you say you're on the road.
Yeah, no, Bobby D gave up the 2, and all of a sudden he's moving the needle there because everyone's betting his 2 down. Grandma has no clue, so she's just going to bet a Stokes exacta. Hey, that could work, Grandma. That could work. Alex, where are you on the road to? If he's on the road in Rhode Island, it'll only take 10 minutes.
Road to Rhode Island's my favorite Family Guy episode.
You ever seen the show Graham Norton? The guy from England. He always interviews the people, and he had Cyndi Lauper on, and what's his name? He had to sing all Cyndi Lauper songs and Stewie, and it was hysterical. The horses have reached the starting gate. Good luck to everybody who's betting. Bobby,
6 standing professionally behind the gate.
Yeah.
Ears pricked, ready to go.
Actually, Seth MacFarlane. Yeah. Seth MacFarlane had to do all Cyndi Lauper songs in his characters, and it was hysterical.
6 is winning this race. And oh, by the way, remember in Rob's pick 5, this is where he singled the 1.
That's right. Yeah. He's following Carson.
And they're
off.
Pretty even start, but the 4 from the middle of the pack is going to take out to the front. The 5 is going to follow that one about a length back. Then you've got the 2 on the rail. The 8 is in 4th outside that one. It's another length and a half back to the 3 horse. The 1 just coming up the rail to pass that one into 5th place right now. And then at the back of the pack right now, you've got the 6 horse and the 3 back there. Up front still, we've got the 4 horse. Charlie Michael on the lead, hits a quarter in 22.32 seconds. The 2 is back on the rail, but the 1, McLean, moves up into 2nd, really coming with a rush. Coming up on the 4, just outside, about a neck behind right now, and now about to draw even. It's the 4 horse, Charlie McLean and Michael and McLean, the 1 horse coming outside that one. Another 2 lengths back to the 2 horse Bahrain on the rail in 3rd. Coming up on the rail, trying to make a move on the inside is the 3 horse starting to get a little bit of run to the inside of everybody. But right now it's still the 4 horse up front. The 4 is starting to draw off. The 1 is starting to come on. Here comes our 1 horse. You got the 4, the 2, and the 1. You need the 1 to hang on because the 8 is coming with a rush to pass the 1, and he does.
No.
Damn it. The 4, Charlie Michael. 1 Vargas for Keith Johnson.
Is that a super, though? The super, was that?
Oh, yeah. And it's going to be close. You're right.
What did we? Yeah,
But we didn't have the 3.
No.
Angel Suarez ruining our party. Ruining our party. Angel. I think the 6 may have left this race out in the track.
I don't know. It's going to be close. It wasn't the 3 there. It was 4-2. I think we got it. 4-2, 8, and 1.
Oh, we got it? Okay.
I think so.
That'd be great.
I think we got it.
I was right not to key the 6. Okay.
Yes, you were.
Absolutely. And the 6 never got a call. And the 6 never got a call.
Yeah. No. Great job, Carson.
Oh, that 1 took a bunch of late money too. Well, better that the 4 came up on top. 4-2.
Yeah, that 4 took a lot of
That,
money
that
there.
6 was coming really hard at the end. I hope he didn't nip our 1 for 4th. No, he doesn't. 4-2-8-1.
No.
Or
Look at
4-8-2-1.
that. Carson, only winners in the exactly. We bring Carson and she brings
And you know, by getting the 8 and 2 in 2nd and 3rd, 8-1 and 13-1, this will be okay.
this is gonna be a nice one, Carson. She's going over to
So
get
there it
extra
is.
broccoli.
4-8-2,
She's getting
4-8-2-1.
extra broccoli and mashed potatoes and yep.
Back the Brinks truck up. We're cashing this ticket. Our 10-cent super.
And it's still gonna pay nice. Yeah.
No, it is.
Yeah.
Four, 8-2-1.
Well done, Carson.
Shout out to Razor in the chat. Razor sharp picks.
Razors in the house.
Razor, we just hit that super. Just took down the super. Thanks to Carson. Alex is having more than a feeling.
Is he listening to Boston?
He said he's all over Boston tonight. So
Charlie Michael.
Just hope he's not going to hitch a ride.
$46. Eh.
Hey, it beats. Hey, it's a win.
To win.
A win.
Almost doubled your money.
Yeah, a win is a win. Yeah.
So 46, and we started out with 24, right? So
Yep. That's called a win.
So that's a 2230 plus up.
Yep. Very impressive.
Oh, the try paid $84. Whatever. Seems
a
like
win is a win is a win.
So check that bankroll. We started out with a starting bankroll of $100, and we're up to $132.80.
Look at that.
Any winning day is better than a losing day.
Amen. Amen. And then some.
And that doesn't count the $20 that Grandma kicked in.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Great job, Carson.
Thanks.
See?
I should have done the try. That was silly.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, you were
right.
keying the 1, though. If you'd have keyed the 1 in the try.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
You got it done for us, Earl. You got it done for us.
Just making you feel good with what you did do. You did great.
You did great. Absolutely. You did mighty fine.
Mighty fine. Charlie Michael.
You wanted to say Charlie Murphy.
Razor is in the house. Alex is all over Boston.
Is this next one mine or yours, Sean? It's mine, isn't it?
Yours, yep. Mm-hmm.
Woohoo.
It is yours, good man.
I get a big run. I get big 9 horses.
Yeah.
The 2 is out here. Alvarado Cat, the 2 horse, is a scratch.
Yes.
We still have 9. Field of 9.
Alvarado Cat. Yep. Out of the
And in this race, we do have a maiden special weight for 34,000 on the slop going 6 furlongs. This is for maiden 3-year-olds and up.
right.
Louisiana Brits.
Yep. Penny's deal is out of Money's baby, but has not worked well on it though.
Yeah, the dam. She's had 3 first-time starters and they're currently 0 for 3.
Yeah. Victor asked, "Do you ever play omni bets on the overseas bets?" Now, Woodbine has them too now, Victor, and I just stay away. They don't pay enough.
Yeah, not me.
They really don't. The pools are never big enough that you really can do so. I mean, maybe in Australia the pools are bigger for like their omnis, but because they like playing them. But,
Yeah, like for the Dubai card, I did and did okay. You know, just kind of basically just treading water, but the pools are bigger, so that's really it saved me a couple
big
times.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Fran's guitar here. That's some interesting racing. How on? What do we got here? We got, yeah. Here's the Penn National and here's Evangeline. 17 minutes until Evangeline race 6. Trying to see some double play here. Navarian. Fran Starr, 15-1 in the morning line, down to 3-1 as the favorite right now in the early money. This is kind of funny. My Fran is my dad, Francis, and that's interesting. And Navarian is Navarro. That's funny. I'm playing it.
Oh,
let's see here. This is an interesting race.
I think so. I'm looking myself, and it's like there are no standouts, and there are a few.
No.
Exactly. I've got one I like, which is nothing sexy, but
right, yeah, but still, yeah, I know exactly.
It's not one of the favorites, so.
Yeah, we got Cat Thief, baby.
We're gonna make some money here. I see it.
I love it.
Living in a dream world.
Well, Ascot. Oh yeah, with 26 horses, Victor. Yeah, you can have a real chance with Ascot. Yeah, yep. That's worth doing because that's a lot of horses. You know.
I think the prophets need to take a trip over to Ascot, don our top hats, and our tails.
Tails for everybody. Yep. That was so funny seeing Bill Mott in tails. I think that was like the greatest. That was one of the greatest things in my life. Seeing Bill Mott in tails at over in Ascot. That is one thing I never thought I'd see. But he's still the man. Still looks sharp in him. So 15 minutes to post to race 6. I will give the conditions here. Let everybody know what they are. And 6 furlongs maiden special weight, 34,000. Includes for accredited Louisiana breds, 3-year-olds and up.
Carson, are you familiar with this?
No, I have seen it before at West 6, but they didn't have it when we went.
I mean, it's an incredible imperial stout, aged in bourbon barrels. Comes in at a nice 13%. And of course, if you're going to have a snake cake, you got to have the proper glassware.
Of course.
But it is really good.
This field can kind of be happy that Alvarado Cat scratched out of this race. I think they would have been really tough. And then not stayed in this race.
As soon as either one of you get some thoughts on here, go ahead and share. I'd love to hear what you think. I've got an idea of what I kind of like in here a little bit. And I like that it seemed to be getting a little bit of a price on my top horse right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here for you.
No rush. We got time.
No, I know. I'm trying to figure out why they're betting on what do you call it? Habanero Tom so much.
Yeah.
You know, that's an interesting. You know, hadn't run since 22, and then 24.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So horse was off for 15 months and then comes back in a maiden special weight, really does nothing. And all of a sudden,
Right. He's getting bet, you know?
all of a sudden bet down to 5-1.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even see anything as far as like slop or wet or what, what they're doing. I don't see any monster works. I mean, there's a couple of bullets back there in March, but it's nothing crazy.
No, and then you have Navarian, who doesn't look like a huge wet pedigree, came in 10th by 15.5 lengths, and he's getting bet.
Yep.
Hasn't even worked at Evangeline Downs, so we don't even, So
no, and you still haven't got to the horse I like, and I like my horse a lot.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying. This is just an interesting group here. The 7 didn't run at all on Evangeline's track.
So, Victor, thanks for the comment. We appreciate the comment about the show. We love having everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Victor, so much.
And Evangeline's not a track that we play tons for any of us, but we've done okay here. And I mean, we're kind of keeping our head above water tonight. But typically we have a few tracks that we concentrate on. We played Turfway Park all winter, and we're getting ready to head back as soon as they come back to Thursday nights. We'll be doing Woodbine again. We've got Assiniboia Downs coming up here pretty soon. So
that's very exciting.
We'll be headed back to Assiniboia. Love that track. One of the best fan experiences I think in the game right now is Assiniboia Downs.
What's amazing is that the 10 is the favorite, and
I don't get that at all.
Huh?
I don't get that at all.
Yeah, it's probably because of Star Guitar. You know what I'm saying? That
right. Yeah.
People bet Star Guitar all the time, way too much. But
yep.
I mean, and the horses had 2 decent workouts. And Star Guitars do run well in the mud, so I mean, you could, I guess, you can see the logic.
Yeah, and just to give you tool time selections here, he's 8, 7, and 4.
8, 7, and 4.
Okay. And that was the 3 horses he also used in Rob's pick 5 ticket.
Okay. Yeah. This is man. I'm on the all button right now. I can't even, I'm trying to pick a 3. This is a challenging race. I like these type of races.
I do too. I love it. That's why I say I think these are the kinds you can make a little money on if you.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Yeah, absolutely. And you can kind of look here and see what you're up to. 4%. 30.
I like my horse even more.
Okay, let's see. I think I have my pick here. Yeah, little bomb.
Go ahead, John. Tell me what you like.
Is not going to play the double, but I'm just saying this race is so wide open. The 4 is an interesting Torian with Del Cid is just an interesting. At least his works are interesting. Obviously Star Guitar. I'm like 4-10. I don't even like the 6, but and I don't know why they're playing the 5, but I guess 4-10-6. I'm not a,
Okay.
This is wide open. Yeah. Carson, anybody catching your eye?
I'm on the 7 here. Scotty Gellner's horse. Gus's Dream World. Let's see. Second last out. We're doing a 3-week turnaround back on Evangeline, stretching it out a little bit from 5 furlongs to 6.
Who else you like, Carson?
Has a nice wet pedigree too.
Yeah, started last year. It looks like they just gave him some time off to mature, and have just been starting him back slow. A World of Trouble, baby. So
yeah.
I'm always interested. And then the true maidens in the race, the 3 and the 9, I would give a shot to come underneath For whatever reason, the 9 was keyed up a little bit under the brisnet figures. Let's see. Breeding, which suits the distance, but the 3, the dam has 3 winners from 3 babies. So.
Okay. Yeah, I like your 7 a lot too. Now that I'm looking at them.
So Carson gets me. The 7 is my horse. That's the one.
Yeah, see, there you go.
That's the one
I've
that
never
I
got you at all.
No, seriously, that's the one that I said I don't get why my horse is kind of floating up a little bit.
Yeah,
and nobody's
yeah.
playing that horse, and they're playing horses that were higher morning line odds, and I just don't understand it because I love this 7 here.
Yeah.
And
Bobby D.
it's actually it's the same horse. Rob has this horse picked second.
Yeah.
So I like the 7 a lot. I don't get why people aren't playing this horse. So
Yeah. 4, 7. Yeah, Bobby D's got 4, 7, and 8. See, in the win of the 6, he's got the 7 in there. Carson moving the chains again. Love it.
It was Tim's horse.
I got an idea of how I might play this. We'll see him come out here on the track, but I've got an idea here. Got an idea.
Got an idea.
That's a scary thought. I am drinking.
I'm seeing the smoke behind you.
And I am drinking. So thinking, smoke coming out the ears.
Coming on to the track for tonight's 6th race, Indiana bred baby special weight 3-year-olds and up, those 6 furlongs and 6. The scratch for 2 Alvarado Cat. Featherweight on 1 Daddy's finest running.
This is an interesting race.
Scratch for 4 Torion. Runner does not wear blinkers, did not wear blinkers last start. Coming overweight on 10 Grand Star, the runner was 1 over. We kick off the late pit 3. We'll do the rolling double. That's price after super special weight range post time 7:28. 5 minutes away.
An interesting race here, huh? Thank you to everybody. 200 over in the chat. Thank you to everybody who's joined in tonight, watching all over the world. We appreciate y'all here on the big, and let us know out there if you're out there. If we haven't heard from you, who do you like in the Oaks? Who do you like in the Derby? Who is your horse to take home the big prize? Victor's saying the 7 don't need no pony.
This 8 looks lame behind.
Huh?
I don't know if it's the track or just moving with the track pony, but the 8 looks lame behind.
Did they scratch the 8? No. Interesting to see these horses on the track. We're trying to kind of see. They look interesting. Kind of looking at them, see if they're out here.
The 7's just running around by himself.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Still got 3 minutes to post. Any other thoughts in the chat? Let's see. So here's the note from Rob. He said, basically a heads up for any simulcast players for Saturday. We're going to take advantage of the huge dead time prior to the Derby. The first race is at 4:50, the second at 5:20, the break for the Derby, and resume at 6:15. So
Nice.
love it when the other tracks are taking into account what all the other tracks are doing around them, especially on a big day like the Derby. And they've got some good racing across the country. Lots of folks focus in on what's going on at Churchill and miss out on a lot of good races around the country. So thanks for the heads up, Rob. Really good info.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, that's awesome. First ropes, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, anybody heading out to Evangeline, exactly, take advantage of that. 4:50, 5:20. That's great.
Sean Carson. I think it's appropriate that our picks are being sponsored tonight by SureBet Coffee, because I have your SureBet coming to you.
I love it.
This is the SureBet, and here it is. Gonna throw it up on the screen here. The Trust the Profits official bet. We're going big. We're going with a $2 trifecta key box. We're gonna key the 7 trifecta key the 7 in a box with the 4, the 6, and the 8. That's going to cost us $36, but it's not going to matter because it's going to pay big bucks, and we're hitting this shit.
There you go. Love it. Tactical Speed says the 7. Gus Dreamsworld form cycle looking good.
Love it. 5-1. We're keying the 5-1 horse, and we got an 11-1, an 8-5, and an 11-1 underneath. Let's go.
And it was Rob's idea too. Look at that. Rob making things happen in Evangeline Downs. It was his idea. So everybody backs extra. I will definitely tune in, Rob. See those middle races for you.
Absolutely.
There's so many times.
And I love the tie to the horizontals. So
yeah, I love it, Rob. Jen Ochoa popping in for the pick 3.
Jen, you picked a bad time to pop in because we just made a wager and we did not include the Ocho. If I had known you were here, I would have included the Ocho.
Now, okay, guys, listen to this, okay? I just watched the last race from Penn National just for fun. I had nothing to do earlier. I put in a $5 stable duel thing, okay? I have the 1 in the last race. I'm in 5th place, right? My 1, it was 5-1 morning line, is 9-1, right? The gate breaks, it goes to 7-2, right? He goes halfway through the race, he goes to 7-2. He takes the lead for about 2 seconds and then goes from 7-2 to 6-1 and drops dead last.
So, Sean, real quick, I just noticed as I clicked on that, I was telling Jim we didn't include the 8, and that said the 8. So I did do a typo in that, so I just corrected it because it's the 7 with the 469. It's not 468. It's with the 469s.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no.
But how does the horse?
Now we're screwed.
Go from 9-1 in the gate to 7-2 halfway to the race, and then 6-1 around the turn and coming dead last. You know. What are we doing? Betfair at Penn National, where you can bet throughout the race? Unbelievable. I didn't bet the race. I just watched it. I was like, whoa. 9-1 to 7-2 to 6-1 in the same race. Whew.
So we want to thank everybody for joining in. Looks like we're up to a little over 200 live viewers right now. So make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. So consider subscribing to the channel. We've got tons of content coming out right now. Today was our biggest day of the year. We had more video watches today, more video views today than we've had any other day of the year. This is typical for the Derby. We've got some great videos still yet to come out. I've got one coming out tomorrow that's going to tell you how I'm betting the Derby. And I'm going to tell you my exacta, trifecta, and superfecta picks for the Derby. I'm going to put it out there, put it online, coming out 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm going to tell you how I'm betting the Derby. You don't have to agree with me. You can just check my picks, tell me I'm crazy, and then bet something else.
Yeah. Or go right with it.
That's what Sean always does. He
right,
says,
right, exactly. I say, great pick, Tim. I say, great pick, Tim. Great pick, and then I go,
and he bets every other horse.
All the other horses.
We're loading up, guys.
Yep. Tactical Speed's got a pick 3-7 with the 2 and the 1-2-6.
Well, we love your key. We love your key, Tactical Speed. We've got the 7 keyed here as well. We love the 7. And at 9-2, I think we're getting a price on the horse that we like the best in this race.
I still don't get the play on.
So once again, we've got a trifecta key box. We're keying the 7. 7 needs to come in somewhere with the 4, the 6, and the 9 in the trifecta.
Six is playing a little reluctant.
Vince, unfortunately, the only way I can agree with that key is if you're keying that horse to hit the wire first at Churchill the first time around.
Kazushi on the lead.
KK,
your favorite man.
We have a love-hate relationship, and there's no love involved.
Right. I would love a nice what do you call it? KK, I read exacta in the Derby. Tim would burn down Churchill.
Yeah, I quit the game. I'm quitting. I'm getting kicked out of Churchill for life as I charge the jockeys as they're headed back to the jockey.
Right. Tactical's got a lot of tries.
All right, looks like the 10's going in. We should be all loaded up.
Yes. Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Rob, give that trademark start to the race. Here we go. And they are out. Pretty even start across the track. The 7 got a good start, but the horses down inside are going to take to the lead early on. It looks like the 3 is going to want the early lead. The 1 is coming up the rail to now take over first. It's a couple of links back to the 6 horse in the middle, about 3 wide. The 7 horse is just outside that one. You got the 5 horse down on the rail. The 10 is outside those and 6. Then you've got the 9 horse and the 8 seems to trail right now. Up front right now, though, it's Daddy's Finest at 14-1.
21 and 3.
Leading by about a half a length over Penny's Deal, the 3 horse. The 7 horse is really starting to make a move now, about 2 back, 1.5 back, starting to make a move as they hit the stretch. The 6 horse is sitting in 4th down on the rail, just inside that one, now taking over 4th. But back up front, right now, Daddy's Finest, the 1 horse just outside that one. The 7 horse is really starting to fade a little bit. We're not going to win this one. It looks like the 8 horse is up front. You've still got the 8 and the 3 up front, the 8 and the 3 and the 8. It's going to be a head bob. It's going to be the 8, 3, 6, 4.
Wow.
And the 7 faded badly. What the hell?
Jenny.
Oh, Joe, Jenny. That's all Jenny's fault.
Jenny didn't bet the exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
Jenny not using the Ocho. Or you did have the Ocho? She said she did have the Ocho.
She did not. She said, I didn't either.
Oh.
Which means one thing. Jenny from the Bronx.
No, she just said I did have that.
No, she said I did have that Ocho after all.
Mm-hmm.
She had him in the pick 3. Oh.
Wow. And this is the one that I thought looked lame behind. I guess it just didn't like the mud. You know, sometimes the babies in particular,
Yeah.
when it's
Titanium deal.
And then we chose I chose the wrong first starter. I chose the 9 and it was the 3. I knew one of the first time starters had to be there. I love the 6 as a favorite to get a piece, and that was the horse that ended up finishing 3rd. But
yeah. And the 4 got up for 4th. That was my top pick.
Into it. The 3 was the one with the dam that had like 3 winners from 3 babies.
Yeah. We're gonna win the next race. Here's Carson's Jonathan Wong back in the next race. Dolly's guitar.
oh, why do I play this game? All right. So we did update the bankroll. So we have dropped below our starting position. We started out with a bankroll of $100 and we have dropped below that. We are currently sitting at $96.80. So as we enter the next to last race, the penultimate race of the evening, we're only down $3.20.
Yes. All right there.
7-1, man.
Yes. It's like that hurts. So in the next race coming up, we looks like we've got a field of 7. We do have a few horses out. We've got the 1 through 4. The 5 is scratch. The 6 is in. 7 and 8 are scratch. 9 is in. 10 is scratch. 11's in. So the horses in are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, and 11.
There we go. Yeah. This is an interesting race. These have been tough. These have been challenging races. The 2 is getting hammered right now at 3 to 5.
And it's like all the horses I like scratched out of here, so I've got to re-handicap every damn thing.
Yeah, me too. I was the same way. Cord Vision, baby. One of my favorite.
But yes, the 2 horses sitting at 3 to 5 off a 4 to 1 morning line. I'll pass on 3 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, Bobby D, not a fan of wet tracks.
You know, it depends because I've done really well in the past on wet, particularly at Keeneland. Yeah. Keeneland's a place that when it's wet, I seem to do pretty well there.
Yeah, me too. When it's dry or it's fast, that's when I have trouble. My horses just don't seem to run the same way I think they are. The last day at Keeneland, I was ready to kick them out the door. I was like, okay, off to church we go.
Listen, I will tell you what, historically, I do not play the last day at Keeneland.
Yeah.
I don't, because it seems like it goes crazy. Horses that you're looking after the race, even after knowing who won, and you're like, I don't see it. And it's like, I refuse to play the last day at Keeneland.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite track, and I play it most days, but I will not play the last day. It just like things go crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I saw Carl Spackler made his winning debut back today at Churchill.
He's been off for a while.
Yeah.
Good for him, I guess.
Let's see, 15. Let's see here. The double players seem to think this is a walk in the park for the 2, you know. Jay Gatsby on the outside.
Yeah, even the funny thing, Sean, about that isn't. I know the double's a $2 wager and the pick three is only a 50-cent wager, but the pick three pays less than the double with the two, and it's like a huge favorite.
Yeah.
2 over the 3.
We got Jeff Delhomme, the brother of Jake Delhomme, the former Super Bowl quarterback, on the 11. It's probably owned by Jake Delhomme, maybe. We got Jonathan Wong on the rail here with Dolly's guitar. A very interesting race here. Oh, I guess I'm by myself. Hello, everybody. But hopefully everyone else will join back. But let us know who you like here. Jen, don't worry. Churchill Downs, it's a big day. You know, exactly. How'd you do today at Churchill, Jen? Hope you did well. Some great races there. My other two seem to have disappeared, but
I'm here. I just don't know why.
God, yeah, Tim's here. Do we still have Carson?
Like my camera disappeared all of a sudden. It's just like Carson disappeared and my camera went crazy.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Yeah, there I am. I'm back. I'm gonna drop off and see if I can fix this.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Yep, absolutely. Didn't do well. Yeah. Was it a sloppy track today, Jen, at Churchill? I saw Bango lost, and then the 3-5 favorite in the I think it was Ward's horse didn't run well at all. Some 17-1 shot, like won that stakes race. So the races I saw were not pretty, but exactly. So
there we go.
There's Tim. Tim's back.
There we go. That was crazy.
Yeah, close but no banana. I hear you. It happens, Jen. It happens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear you. But we're gonna get you hopefully some winning money back here. Exactly.
There we go. Let's do it.
Yeah, and
then I like that 7 so much there. I was really surprised the horse wasn't part of it at all.
Yeah, no, me too. Exactly. I was really, I was very high in that horse, and then.
It's one thing to get beat when your horse is there and it's just like other horses, but when you love one horse like over a bunch and it's like that horse doesn't even play a part, you're like,
I know exactly,
scratching your head trying to figure out what you were looking at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Sean, remember our comment earlier? Hey, Victor, we were just talking about that horse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Vlahos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Men's a flop. Oh, yeah. Big purchase by Jay Stewart. Oof. Corey Moe in the house. What's up? Exactly. Yeah.
The thing about Vlahos was it's that Doug O'Neill, the sire Cantharos, and they've got a lot of those horses that they end the names in Os. And they had a winner today with that. But this horse, he had a really pretty interesting maiden special weight debut, winning with a 98 buyer speed figure. So that's a horse at 8-1 that is kind of interesting. That's a really interesting race to me. It's one I brought up earlier. If you weren't around, that there are some horses in there. There's a horse in particular, the Tom Drury horse, the 7 Houday. That's a horse I really like, and right now has a 10-1 morning line.
Yeah.
The horse is 1-for-1 at Churchill, had won 4 straight races before he went to Keeneland for the Lafayette Stakes. And he finished a really solid second to Glenn Gary in the Lafayette Stakes at Keeneland. So, I mean, out of 5 races, he's got 4 firsts and a second, and he's 10-1 in the morning line. And the top wagering horse right now is at 5-2 is Top Connor. And to me, the speed figures on Top Connor have not. He's thrown 286s while Houday threw an 87 last time out, and with increasing buyer speed figures. So that's a really interesting race. I like it a lot. Nash is in that race as well for Brad Cox and Florent Giroux, Flo the Jock. And that's another horse. But you'll know. Sean will tell you this, and on the channel, I say Nash is trash. Because it's like this is a horse to me that just hasn't lived up to the billing, and it's just like I'm not high on the horse. I know it's a Godolphin horse, and you look at his record, and he's like, what the hell is Tim talking about? He's 6 for 6 in the money. I just don't think he's lived up to the billing. You know, he's got 2 wins out of those 6 races. Granted, 3 seconds and a third, but I just don't think he turned out to be the horse that a lot of people thought he was going to be. He was second in the Lecomte. And then he went to an optional claimer, and then he came back in the Hot Springs 200,000 stakes race. So where he was the odds-on favorite and won over Carboni, who's also in the race. But it's a really interesting race. We were talking about it a little earlier.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of the better races of the day. It's on Derby Day. I always look forward to the Pat Day Mile. One thing that I'm disappointed in this year is typically you see more horses from the Derby Trail end up in the Pat Day Mile field because they found out that they were probably suited for a little bit shorter distance, and the mile suits them. Timberlake is a horse that I really thought should be in this race, and I thought would be really strong in this race.
Me too. Yeah, I was shocked by that.
I'm disappointed that Timberlake doesn't end up in this field, but it's still a great race. We were talking about it earlier on.
He must be giving him time, you know?
Yes.
He must be giving him time. You know? That's what I got to figure, you know?
Yeah, Corey. I mean, Houday, it's hard not to like that horse, especially if you were at Keeneland that first week and saw the horse. I mean, he was doing well up to that race. He hadn't lost, and then he finished a good second to Glengarry in a really good race. So it's hard not to like that horse. And at 10-1, I'll bet that horse all day at 10-1.
Absolutely. Here's Carson.
Hi.
All of a sudden, everybody's computers kind of went. Exactly.
What happened to Mensa? I saw Corey mention Mensa. Did he run today and flop?
The Mensa flop, yeah. The horse didn't run, didn't run at all.
Oh, I see the juvenile stakes. Yeah. Hey, but his speed figure was 69.
Yeah. Timberlake to the Preakness, Vince.
I thought it was interesting. I'm bringing sexy back.
Yeah, no. He can't get that distance, Vince. That's not his. He's gonna be a miler.
Yeah.
That's his distance.
One turn mile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. He was no match in that race at all.
No.
Exactly. Yeah. Do we pass this race? No, I don't think this is not a good race to pass. I don't think at Evangeline.
Victor, Lucky Jeremy's a horse that I really liked, and I think that's another horse that probably needs to cut back in distance a little bit. He's not going to be a classic distance horse, but he showed some really good speed in a couple of the preps, and it's a horse I really liked a lot, and he didn't turn out to be the horse that I hoped he would be, but I definitely think the horse has a future at a shorter distance.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no, he could be very tough in those Lucky Jeremy and those Met Miles and those races. He could be really a factor for sure.
Tool Time is showing his selections on the screen right now. He's on 4, 1, and 2, guys. 4, 1, 2.
4, 1, 2. Okay.
And 2 is currently the favorite at 6-5.
Yeah, and looking pretty sharp. Yeah. Looking pretty sharp here. And when you guys let me know who you guys like in this race.
Absolutely.
Carson, anybody standing out to you, my friend?
Yeah, I like this one on the rail here.
Dolly's Guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, I like the 9 as well. I don't remember why.
And we're off the turf here, right? Obviously.
Yeah. 9. The 9 had been on dirt before, but shorter sprints types. Got third and a mile on the dirt here at this track before, but it's been almost a year. Third again a couple months later. Seems to be third a lot. Would use the 9 underneath. The 11 looks nice on the outside. Has been over a sloppy track, but not a great record over slop. Just has experienced it. And then the one here. Same thing. Has been over the muddy track, but nothing spectacular about it. And this is almost 18 months ago, was running at a mile. Everything since has been, I guess there was 1 mile over the turf. Everything else has been 5.5 or 6 furlong. Yeah, just a feeling about the one. Nothing scientific.
Feeling the one? Okay. Yeah. Tim?
I don't like anybody. No,
I hear
no.
you.
Unfortunately, I mean, I see why the 2 is even money. I like the 2 a lot in here. I think the 2 is a class of the race. If you look, the 2 has been running in stakes company compared to most of these others. Many of them at claiming the best others at the allowance class. So the 2 is clearly the class in here, and it's like. If it was like class and the horse was at the back of the pack, it's one thing, but it's class and the horse is hitting the board as actually, won a maiden special weight. But here's the thing that's interesting about the 2 to me is if you look at the horse's running lines and the horse was in a couple of maiden special weights and finished a second, then starts running in stakes races after stakes race after stakes race before coming back to a maiden special to break a maiden, and then right back to stakes company. So this is a horse clearly that they thought highly of. I think it's the class of the race. I think it's a standout. I think the 2 wins this race pretty easily, honestly. But behind that one, it gets a little more difficult behind the 2. That horse right now is even money, but I was looking here. The scratches really affect this, but you know that I like Tommy Pompeo on a shot, and I think this 9 is a horse that right now is sitting at 11-1 off a 12-1 morning line. It's one of the longer shots in the field. This is the kind of race to where regularly my eye keeps coming back to Tommy Pompeo on a shot. Like, why do I like this horse? But I do. I just do. The horse has run at Evangeline and has a second, and has is 3 out of 6 in the money on a wet track underneath. But that's all I want. I want an underneath.
Yeah, right.
I really like 2-9 here. And beyond that, I think it gets really muddy, and I could pick a horse. I do like the 1 that Carson was talking about. I think the 1 Dolly's Guitar makes a lot of sense in here. If I had to pick a third horse, that was it. But I would say I'm 2, 9, and 1. But 2 really strong, and I would key that horse over anything I put underneath it, me personally. But I really think this 9 is going to get a piece at a price.
Yeah. All right. I think I have my pick.
I do want to say one thing before.
Yeah.
Just if I were going to try and beat the 2 with anything with just a straight bet, the 4 has run over a wet track over a mile. I don't really know much about the connections just because I don't really play here often, but just as far as past performances, that's the only other one I think I would use over the 2 if I were trying to get a price here. And like Tim said, the 9 I wanted to use underneath. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah. About a mile. And how long is this race? Do we know?
A mile.
It's a mile.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So let
Have
me
you
see.
decided, Sean? Or you need time?
I'm looking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take
I've
your time.
decided. Yeah, I've decided. $100 exacta 2 over the 149.
You said a $1, Sean?
No, 4.
$4.
I'm doing it just straight. 2 over the 149. So that's $12.
Actually, I like it. So the official bet is a $4 exacta 2 over the 149.
Yep.
I'm a trailless.
Yep. And Charlie has a $5 daily double, 2 with the 2-6. Victor exacta box 1 through 11 because who the hell knows? Hey, sometimes that those are the ones that come in for you, Vic. Absolutely. Bobby has the exacta box has a shoddy 369. Let's see. Jackpot Jerry has a 234 exacta try box. Tactical speed 1 and 211 then. I actually don't like the 11, but that doesn't mean the 11 can't run here at all. Wide open race here. Amazing race 7. They're heading towards the gate. Thank you again for everybody for joining us tonight.
218 people right now checking us out online.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for joining. And I'm glad, Carson, you don't have to be there right away tomorrow, right?
No, I don't.
Good. There you go.
Maybe the rain will pass through early.
Carson, you need to get me a pass and hand me a camera. I'll just follow you around all day.
Okay.
There you go. Nice and easy. There you go. Mm-hmm. And you both are a fan of the new paddock?
I like it. I mean, look, I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I get that aspect of it, but when I walked in there, it's just like the wow factor. I mean, it's really incredible. And the thing is, Sean, I kind of walked around and I looked at it from different perspectives, and there are so many new parts of that. And the thing about the old paddock is it was really hard to see if you know, and there's so much about this that's nice. And I just think it makes this, which Churchill Downs already was, but it's just like it is one of the premier facilities in the entire world.
Yeah.
As much as and I still think it pales in comparison to Keeneland for, you know, just that magistry kind of perspective that Keeneland just has something special.
Yeah.
And you know, I've not been to Saratoga, but I'm told Saratoga is similar to that in that regard. Mm-hmm. But when you look at what Churchill offers, I mean, I get it. I mean, but it comes at a price, and you pay for it with your $10 hot dogs, your $11 large Coke, and your $14 beers.
Yeah, at Churchill.
Which to me is just absolutely asinine.
Yeah.
You know what? For an agency that takes a rake off of what we bet, that has a casino business that does very well, that has Derby Week, which brings in top 1%ers throughout the world and caters to the rich and famous, stop making money off the daily person buying a fucking hot dog. They wonder why people don't come out, young families, and bring their kids, because it would cost them $100 to buy their kids a hot dog and a Coke.
Yeah, that's absurd.
It's absolutely asinine. And it's falling on deaf ears because they will never hear us and they don't care. but they've got so much corporate sponsorship and so much money, and Derby Week is such a big thing. It's like, I get it. You want to raise prices this year? Go ahead. But after this week, take your prices down. Let your regular fans come in and give it, there's no more such thing as like the $2 beer nights and the $1 hot dogs like they used to do. It's like, give me a break. Stop raping your regular customers with something like concessions. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, no, it's definitely that's such a casino environment now. It's not a racetrack environment at all, I would think, huh?
No, and Sean, it's unfortunate because they don't care about the daily player anymore. They make so much money on Derby Week. It's like opening night is not even like regular ticket prices. I mean, opening night, the basic general admission without a seat was over $20, and it's just crazy. And here we go.
We're off.
That 6 is out like a rocket. And funny, Tom said the same thing. He's like, right. It's like, so we got the 1 horse going to go with him down on the rail. The 3 to the outside is going to be currently in 3rd. The 2 down on the rail is going to be currently in 4th position. Looks like the 11 on the outside now moves up into the 4th from 5th. It's another like 4 links back to the 4 horse. And everybody else is further back than that up front. Summertime Bandit at 80-1.
80-1.
3 and Pipsqueak by about a length. They go to the quarter in 24-7-9. So it's kind of pedestrian up front, but the 6 Summertime Bandit still leads and now has pushed out that length to about a length and a half over the 3 Pipsqueak on the outside. The 1 Dolly's Guitar is down on the rail in 3rd. Just behind those 2, you've got the 3 and 4th down on the rail, and the 11 now takes over 4th, going about 3 wide as we hit the stretch. The 6 horse Summertime Bandit still leads. The 3 is starting to cut into that distance now, only about a half a length back, but further out, going 3 wide into the stretch is the 11 horse now starting to make up a move on the top 2. The 4 is starting to come with a rush as he moves into 4th place as we hit the top of the stretch. And it's like wide open at this point. Down on the rail, you've got the 6 horse wanting to come through. In between those, the 3, further out the 2, and furthest out of all, the 4 horse puts a nose in front and starts to pull away a little bit. The 2 horse is trying to battle back on the inside, but the 4 horse is going to be much too much by a length and a half over the 2. The 3 horse gets 3rd.
That 2 is riding for 2nd.
4-2-3. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's what do you call it? Carson, you had said that 4, is that,
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You had said that 4 had run in mud, and definitely showed. That was just a weird trip for the favorite, though, It was like, let the 4 go, and then I'm going to try to go get him, split, 2-5. But the 4 was just too tough.
The walls are really thin in this hotel because that was somebody sneezing in the hallway.
That's hysterical. Did you yell out, God bless you?
No, I didn't.
Well, we were close there, just in the wrong order,
Damn it, Sean.
Damn it.
Well, that was rude.
The 4 made a major move on the outside, and the 2 just sat back, almost like waiting.
You would think the 2 could have gotten by, and we could have cashed there too.
Yeah, exactly. I was just waiting for the 2, and then he just it's like, okay, I'll wait until the 4 goes, then I'll make a move, try to make a semi move. But that was
All right, so we hit into the last race, and the bankroll is still sitting at $84.80. So we played 7 races, and we've only spent $15.20. So all we got to do is come back here in the 8th. We got Carson up on deck. We've got a 7 horse race. The 3 is scratched.
Yes.
So we scratched the 3 out of the last race. We've got 1 through 8 with the 3 scratched. Carson on deck, ready to bring home the cash.
She is
And a
ready
profit for the
to
evening.
exactly. Gonna have so much. She's gonna get extra broccoli with her steak when she goes over to Texas. She's gonna have so much money
It's
after
like,
this last
can I get
race.
extra steak with my broccoli?
Yeah, extra steak with the broccoli. Yep,
I don't
exactly.
think they're still open.
Oh, they're not?
I don't know how late they serve, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already 9:30.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I'll be all right.
Where you at, Carson?
Georgetown.
Okay.
Mhm.
My parents are in Georgetown.
Oh.
Georgetown was near Maryland.
Yes,
Wrong
the
Georgetown.
other Georgetown.
Next to Versailles. Or Versailles.
It's for sales in Kentucky.
Versailles, Versailles. Exactly.
And actually, Sean, it's Versailles.
Yeah.
You gotta say Versailles.
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 Hurts my ears.
And the Versailles.
Versailles.
Got some things for sales. Come on over.
It's just like, I left Kentucky. I grew up in Lexington, and I left Kentucky in 1984. Headed over to Europe as a young man in the Air Force, and took my first trip to France. And I was like, oh, y'all got a Versailles here too.
They all looked at like, okay, who's this? Who's this guy?
Who's the redneck?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there was one guy at Keeneland. I thought this was great. He came up to me and introduced me. He said, "Oh, hey, look, we got a Yankee from Boston." I said, "How dare you? I'm a Red Sox fan. Never call me a Yankee."
Absolutely.
Boy.
These pick threes are paying out okay as long as it's not the two.
So, Jen, who you got in here? What horses you're alive to?
We got Aubrey Green in the last race here.
Mm-hmm.
Got my girl Aubrey.
I have a really strong opinion in the last. So, Carson, you know who to bet against. Whatever I say, I like.
Why is that the new rule?
It just seems like the way it works out lately.
When does our friend Nasty come back?
What's that?
When does our friend Nasty come back?
Who does Rob? So Rob's early picks, some of them have scratched. So who's he got now?
Yeah. Who's he got in this race?
So Jen's alive to 1-2-4-8. So
okay, go get him, Jen.
She's got half the field.
Go get him, Jen. Yeah, Mike, we'll get him for free. Absolutely. I agree. Eighth race. Here we go. Do we have any scratches in this last race?
Yeah, the 3 for sure.
The 3.
Yeah, 3 scratched. Okay. Dylan's dream. Okay. This is an interesting race. 7 furlongs. Maiden, claiming. 2 definitely has breeding. 3 is scratched, right? Okay. This is an interesting race. Anybody sticking out to you, Carson?
Like the 1.
Yeah. Well, this is your race. Exactly.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry. I mean,
No. If you like the 1, exactly. You know what, Carson? I like the 1 here.
Okay, thank you.
I think you should bet it. It's a very good horse.
I mean, you could take the race. I don't care.
No. This is your race, but no, your race. Yeah, this is. I mean, these are tough. Just trying to see. Yeah, it definitely has the wet pedigree for it, you know.
Mhm.
EJ Barrera having a good night so far. Definitely one to look at. Trying to see here.
Mhm.
Abby Cakes is 0 for 4, but has run against better in the mud. So I'm not going to totally hold that against. Just coming 2 solid seconds there at Delta Downs.
Mhm.
Let me see here for you. Grace's Vision, the Court Vision babies, I like that, but they're not great in mud. Yeah, this race is, I kind of like your one. and almost by default.
Not good choices.
The 4 could be interesting. Costa Lady.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, run 3, but has run against better and slop, so I don't want to totally toss that one out, you know.
Right.
It was Stokesy. Stokely's 1 for 33. So, good Lord. That's not a great number. Abby Cakes. Yeah. I'm almost like 4-6, but I don't, but I don't really. This is an interesting one. Evangeline 1-4-6. Yeah, I mean, in the 8 last penalty, I mean, 0 for 3 in the wet. Came in 6 by 26 lengths. I don't know, I don't really see it. And it has run well at Evangeline though, but yeah, this is one of those races where, Tim, this is kind of a tough race, man.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the wheel pays right now.
Yeah.
So the 2 is a favorite across the board pretty heavily. And just to give you some perspective, in the pick 5 pool, the 2 is paying 264. The 1 pays 581. After that, it's 1,600, 2,300, 2,300, 3,700. So, I mean, so 1, 2, and then 1 are pretty heavy favorites in here in the pools. And same thing for the pick 4, 145 and 315, and everything else is in the thousands.
Yeah, I like 1, 2, 6, 4, and that's one length, but yeah. Jenny, you have a good chance of hitting this pick. Let's bring it home for you. Tim, who are your top 3?
So the 2 actually was my top pick. The 2 was the one I had on top. While the 1 is second in all of the pools, I kind of like the 4 a little bit in here.
Yeah.
It's a horse at a little bit longer odds, but I think this is a horse that at a price, this would be my price horse that I think could improve and move forward a little bit. And if you look at the horse's wet record, hasn't been great so far, but I think the horse has some experience at Evangeline and is a horse that could potentially move forward. The 5 horse in here is another horse that I would always look at, and Sean, this is something we both talk about a lot. When you have a field like this of maidens that typically you don't have a lot of standouts, it's like, okay, who are my first time starters? And in here, I only have 1. I only have the 5, and the 5 right now is running at a little bit of a price. So It's just like it's the unknown right now. It's the longest shot on the board and all the will pays. But when I'm looking at the horses, it's just like, why not give the first time starter a chance at a big price?
Yeah. But it all comes down to the lady who is 1 for 1 tonight, Carson. But we still have some time here left.
Yeah, we got lots of time.
Lots of time.
Right now, they're 11 minutes to pose. The horses are walking around in the
plenty of time. Exactly. So we'll take this time for a little bit before Carson makes her final pick. So let us know out there, Jenny, Jackpot, Jerry, Mike, Corey, Who are your Derby picks and who are your Oaks picks?
And I will say this, Sean, is right now the 2 is a favorite at even money, but the tool time selections are 1, 7, 6, then 2. So he's got the 2 kind of far down on his selections. The 1
Okay.
looks really good as I was watching the 1 walk around the paddock, while the 2 has like 4 people trying to hold the horse down while they saddle him.
Okay. Carson and Rob often have the same pick.
Yes, that's true.
Who you like in the chat? Let's go. Jen's alive to 1248, so we need one of them to be on top. What does everybody think?
Yeah. She just needs one. She just needs one. She's like, yeah.
I'm tempted to just go with the 1 straight instead of trying to get fancy. I feel like most of my horses underneath are not in agreement with Rob Toole's selections.
Jen is calling it Ocho Special.
You know, the 8 is funny. The 8 horse at her 10-1 morning line and right now is currently bet down to 7-2 third favorite in a field of 7.
This is an interesting race.
But Carson, we've got 9 minutes to post. We haven't even headed out to the track. Take your time, but let us know whenever you're ready to make the official bet.
You know. And thank you again to everybody for joining us tonight. 242. So appreciate you.
And again, if you're not checking out the content on the channel right now, we've got a lot of good stuff out there. We put out several videos today. I've got one coming out tomorrow morning telling you how I'm looking to bet the Kentucky Derby. We've got a good couple videos coming out over the next day or so to talk about the Kentucky Derby field, the last couple in there. But lots of great content. Today was the biggest day we've had this year. We had so many clicks on our videos today. So a lot of people are starting to look at the Derby. It's that time of year, but check out some of our opinions. We had a really nice roundtable discussion over the entire field this past week and had a lot of fun doing that. But really think about subscribing to the channel and look at the premium membership stuff as you see down there scrolling below. But we've had some pretty good luck lately with the tracks we've been playing. If you're a regular in the lounge, you saw how well we did at Turfway over the winter, and that was all the premium membership stuff that played a big part in that.
Yeah. Tactical, thank you, sir, for always joining in, my friend. Appreciate you having you. Absolutely.
But 240 people. So I'm gonna ask you this: tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, my video hits the channel. Like it, share it. Let's make it go viral. I'm gonna make you some money because I have the Derby exacta, trifecta, and superfecta this year. I feel good about it.
Love it.
I feel good about it. And it might surprise a few people. There's one of the major horses that a lot of people are talking about that I'm not included in my wagers.
There you go. And that's Anna Marie.
No.
Hey, I have exactly. My stable's loaded, man. My stable's.
Sean, don't make me kick you out of the channel. Don't make me ban you.
Are you dodging fierceness, Tim?
What's that?
Are you dodging fierceness?
No, I mean, my biggest concern about fierceness is this. I like fierceness a lot. It's a horse I've been watching. I don't like the fact that the horse has showed like that AB pattern, and this is B cycle. But here's the thing about fierceness I really don't like is the horse over the last couple of days looks like he's favoring his feet. And we know he has a hoof problem. It's a common thing with a lot of the Pletcher trainees. And it's just like, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. call it like you see it. I mean, that's why Forte got scratched out last year. I hope this horse doesn't get scratched out. Rapoli is 2 for 2 getting scratched in the Derby.
They flew the farrier up to put glue on shoes.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, and you know, it makes sense because I'm telling you, this horse seriously looked to me like, as I watched him walk today, I mean, he looked like a horse that was favoring his feet.
That's how Audible did also.
Yep. And so I am a little concerned about that. And I do have one opinion that I said earlier in the night that I will repeat here without the video. Fierceness finishes first or off the board.
Yeah, nothing in between.
I think playing Fierceness underneath is stupid money. It's dead money.
Yeah.
And I could be way wrong, but Sean talked about it earlier tonight when I was making my bets. Is the one thing I am is I have conviction when it comes to my bets. I bet my bets, and it's like I have my opinions, and when I cash pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but I'm not going to hedge. I'm not going to play all that bullshit underneath and just like this and that and 6,000 ways to win $1. I'm just not going to do that. I'm either going to win big or I'm going to lose my wager. And it's just like that. That's just how I play. And to me, I think it's a better way to play. I'm not a type of wagerer who's going to like play so many different ways and so many combinations to where you're just not going to win when you win.
Yeah.
I'd rather lose my wager or win big.
Yep. Victor says box 4 horse exact and 4 horse try without the 2 favorites. It only comes around once a year.
I don't know if I'd want to kick them both out.
That's going to be an interesting one.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Victor. There's nothing wrong with playing 2 ways, and a lot of people say never bet against yourself. I think the Derby is the race that you don't listen to the conventional wisdom, because the Derby is a race to where a 10-cent superfecta like Carson hit earlier tonight can pay 5 digits. And it's just that kind of race. So you don't want both of those favorites in, but I think you can play one. And like, for example, I'll just give you an example. I would play Fierceness on top of a superfecta wager with other horses not being Sierra Leone. And I would play Sierra Leone in my superfecta without Fierceness. And I wouldn't hesitate to do that. And you know what? If they both hit the superfecta, congratulations, I lose and you win. But I'm not playing them both because it's a wager that is going to pay less with the top 2 favorites. And I'm looking for the score. I'm looking for the score, and that's what I do with the way that I wager. Is I said it earlier tonight. When I hit pretty well, and you know that's why I'm sitting at 3rd place in the Tour de Force right now out of 80 participants. It's like because I've hit 4 times. I've been the leading winner of the wagers on a particular week 2 out of 4 times, and tied 2 other times, and it's just like you know, you just got to have conviction and bet the way you think. I'm going to be wrong sometimes. I don't deny that. My opinion is not the only opinion, but it's my opinion. And I'm not going to bet what you bet. I'm going to bet what I bet.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that. Listen to other people, use it as a data point, and bet your bets. Bet your bets. Take what they say. If it helps you make a point to case against or for a horse, great. You know, but don't change your bet. You know, take what they say, add it to what you think, and make your bet the way you think you should make it. And if it's different than mine, that's okay. If some of it's the same and parts of it are different, that's okay too. It's like it's a pari-mutuel game. You know, I only win if other people lose.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. So we're 1 minute away. Carson, do we have an idea of what we might play?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, do I hear something, Tim?
Why, I think you did, Sean.
Yes, I did. Miss Carson, what would you like to do for the lake? Rob Toole giving us his pick here in the Derby.
Oh, yay. Yeah.
I like Mystic Dan to be on the board. Might not win, but like his last race to build from. Didn't need to win and looked like they were just getting him primed. And he got into a lot of trouble and still got third. I give, he got a lot of trouble there and still got third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially if that track stays wet for Saturday.
I agree with what Rob said. I don't like that horse to win, but it's a horse that you are crazy not to play him underneath.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's wet, if it's really wet, then then you're really
he moves forward.
Yeah, you did not include him.
Absolutely.
If it's really wet, he's coming. And his jockey knows the track very well. So
Yeah.
Carson, what do you got?
All right, I'm gonna do a trifecta key box. Oh, key the one.
How much?
50 cents.
Okay.
Key the
Thank
one.
you again, Rob, for always joining us, my friend.
With the 2, 4, 5, and 8.
I like it.
Should be 18.
Yep.
Make sure I got that right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
One over the 2, 4, 5, 8, right? Yep, I like that.
Yes, for $18.
Carson's bringing us home.
So we're betting a 50-cent trifecta key box, the one with the 2, 4, 5, 8. We need the one in any position in the trifecta, with the other two positions being filled by horses that include the 2, 4, 5, and 8.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it. Let's go. And in an ideal world, we want 4 and 5 to be 1 and 2 with our one horse.
Please. Yeah. Give me some cash.
We'll take our 1 and 3rd behind the 4 and 5.
Yes.
I'm trailing you, Carson. Let's go.
Yeah, I put it in as well. Hopefully, I have a little bit more of a bankroll for tomorrow.
Love it. Let's get you home.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to say, screw it. I'm going to do it for $1.
There you go.
I got to look at the cards for tomorrow, or the races for tomorrow's card.
Darn it, Carson. Texas Roadhouse closes at 10.
Oh. Dang.
Darn it. Victor's got to exact the key box 5 with the 1, 2. And good luck to you, Victor, tomorrow. It's a great card. Good luck to everybody tomorrow.
5 with 1, 2 would work for us, Victor. We'll take that. But in your case, we'll take a 5, 1, and then a 4. Because you'll win and we'll win.
Pretty good insight to the races. Hopefully they cashed a few tickets.
Mike.
Huge shout out there to Rob to us right there. Thank you, Rob.
I missed it, Sean. What did he say?
He said, shout out to our friends at Trust the Prophets. He said, catch them on YouTube and Twitter. He said, always insightful with the races, like the races here in Evangeline.
Gotta love it.
He's the man.
Shout. Here we go. And they're away. So the 1 got away extremely slowly on the inside. The 6 is going to take out to the lead. You got the 7 just outside them. And the 2 is going to want to go down inside both of them to the lead right out the bat. So you got the 2 out front by about a length and a half over the side, 73 wide in third. The 4 down on the rail is currently sitting in fourth. You get the 8 back in fifth, and it's a long way back to the 1 who got a bad break. The 2 out front hit the quarter in 23.48 seconds. At 1-5, the 2 went off. So sitting back in second, about 3 lengths back, is the 6-horse Abbey Cakes on the rail. The 7 is just outside that one, Grace's Vision. Just inside on the rail is the 4 and horse in fourth. The 8 is sitting a length back in fifth. It's another 2 lengths to the 1, starting to make up ground and starting to try to get in. But the 2 is just really way out front and drawing away. They are not going to catch this 2 as he hits the top of the stretch unless he just goes crazy. 47.41 seconds to the half. The 2 is still leading. The 4 is down on the rail. Inside that one, you've got is that the 1 horse starting to make
That
a
is
run?
the 1 horse.
That is the 1 horse starting to make up ground. Here comes our 1. He's going to get up for at least second. It's going to be 2, 1, and 4. 2, 1, and 4.
2, 1, 4, 8. Look at that. 2, 1, 4, 8. Look at that. Carson had the super.
So we claim that trifecta at 50 cents. I took it for $1. I don't know why Carson was just being so cheap.
Our poor little 5. Did he even finish the race?
Did the 4 come in third?
Yes.
26-1. There you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, out of all the horses, that was one that we would definitely wanted in third. So,
yeah. Look at Carson. Carson just making Louisiana
look. This 2 horse went off at 1-5. He was clearly much the best in the race. I mean, they never threatened. I would have preferred for the 4 to hold on for a second, but the 1 came strong at the end. But it was 2, 1, and 4, and 8. So if you look, Carson even had the super in that trifecta wager. So hopefully everybody else cashed as well as we finished up the evening. We're going to finish with a profit, without a doubt. This is trust the profits. How can you not profit with the profits?
Exactly.
Only winners in the lounge, Sean. Only winners.
Only winners. Yeah.
I do want to
Grandma, good luck with the dice and the exactly.
The Magic 8 Ball.
Hey, Tactical Speed. Good night. Hope you have a great Derby day. Enjoy tomorrow. Hope you're playing the Oaks. Do well tomorrow. Have a great Derby day. Make sure that you're checking in with the channel. We will have a live reaction, I'm pretty sure, on Saturday with the Derby. So check into that.
Yes. And good luck. Thank you to everybody for joining us, including Rob, Tool, the man, the myth, the legend. One of the best callers.
May all your ochos come in first.
Yes, exactly. So Jen got the pick 3, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Good job, Jen.
I mean, it's going to be the lowest paying, but it's still better hit than not.
Right, exactly. What's taking them so long? I think it's not exactly.
Yeah, we should be official by now. The last horse that crossed the wire, we should be official.
I don't know. But I hope he did cross because he was not doing well.
No, you're right. Yeah.
I didn't see him after
the 50-cent try was $7.20.
Oh, that's sad.
Are you serious? Did it already come up?
Yeah.
The 50-cent try paid $7.20.
Hey, the super paid even less though, so I learned my lesson.
Super paid $3.91.
Highway robbery.
So we bet $18 to get back $7.
Yep.
That's lady math.
Still cash though. Still cash.
Yeah.
Carson cashed twice.
Oh Lord, that's funny.
She had the super, but the super paid less than the try, so the try was actually the better bet.
The best bet would have been a show bet on the 4.
Yeah, but Tim, you played it for $1, so you get 14 back.
Yeah, but I spent twice as much. So I lost more. Thank you, Sean.
But I'm cheap. I only played it for 50.
Good luck, Bobby.
Oh
Exactly.
boy. Too
That
funny.
was awesome. That was fantastic.
So if you're keeping track, if you care about this kind of thing, we finished up our bankroll this evening.
Hey, 74
we
in
played
them.
8 races, and we started out with a bankroll of 100. We finished with 74. But if you add in the $20 that Grandma threw us, we've actually
Yes,
finished with $94. So
Yes, thank you, Grandma.
we only lost $6 on the evening if you count that.
Yes.
Thanks, Grandma.
Thanks, Grandma. Thanks for helping our losing winners become winners.
Yes, absolutely.
It sucks when you win a bet and you lose money.
Yeah. So we had a
It's
lot.
like it's like I won my bet and lost $20. What the
I
hell?
know. That was like my friend the other day. He hit his first ever early pick 5 at Aqueduct, right? His ticket was $60 and he won $34.25 in the early pick 5. He said, my first ever hit and I lost $26.
Hey, but
Initiation fee.
while we won't see everyone in the lounge until next week, the next couple of days, we've got so much good racing going on in the country. I hope
Yes.
everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy Derby Day. It's like the biggest day of the year when it comes to horse racing. For degenerates like us, it is Christmas time. The Kentucky Derby, come on.
That's right. And if you're at Churchill Downs, say hello to all the fabulous photographers. One with the camera, Miss Carson. Hopefully the weather gods are kind to you, my friend.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm getting too old to be doing all that.
I hear you. But you're still one of the best, my friend.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing all your pictures. And to everybody out there, happy Oaks Day, happy Derby Day, happy Thurby to the people down there, and may all your, as Todd Schrupp says, may all your picks this weekend be winners.
Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week.